everybody. Sorry for the delay. I blame the two guest stars. That's usually how this goes, right? When tech doesn't work, they bring gremlins with them. They know that. They're not in the background right now. Just kidding. Welcome to the show, everybody. Dragonlance, A Song of Lance and Fire. This is a continuation within roughly 30 minutes in-game time of yesterday's episode. And we are down 2 players. Drew's character is on the war front. And Allie's character is just missing. No one knows where she is or what has happened since they've made their way back to Capwn. With that said, StreamLoot cards are already being played, but if you have cards to play or want to pick some cards up for yourself, here you go. These are going to give you access to things to help out this group. It also gives Ttrpgfamily points for our 2 guest stars tonight. Now, I know my 2 regular players are sweating, because anytime I say the words Ttrpgfamily and points, it usually means something bad. It usually means that the 2 guest stars here are dragons, that they're trying to kill them, and I can't say that that is not true tonight. Like Todd said, we have 2 out of 3 guests trying to kill us so far. It's a very true statement. With that said, odds are not great. If you are picking up StreamLoot cards and playing them, I thank you in advance. I see we have the retainer card that was played last night so that the Monday show can watch Tuesday. We'll be live here in a couple minutes as we fix a couple of bugs, so enjoy this little intro, and we will kick it off with, I think, something grand. Hey everybody, this is gonna be a night. So we've never had 2 guests because we had 2 people missing. So we had to do some tech stuff in the background, but we're good. We're good to go. Everything is green. It is Tuesday, and our guest stars tonight are 2 of my favorite people, and we don't see each other anymore, which is awesome. And they didn't know, these 2 buddies didn't know they were playing a show together, I think, until today, which is super cool for me. They had no idea that I invited them both to play. I was like, I should just do both of them. I don't think they have seen each other in a while either. So we're going to kick this off in a pretty grand fashion, which is, shit's going to get rough. So get your StreamLoot cards played, get everything ready to go. And I guess we're going to start with our 2 regular players, the people who are here every Tuesday and have not missed a session like the 2 slackers that are gone this week. I hope they watch this later. Hi, you 2. Hagen, Everin. It has been a little while that we've had any form of like the prelude style where there's only 2 of you. Hagen, I guess the first question that I know the audience had and I have, did you go through with getting the silver arm?
Well, I don't know if we had it for this particular area with the fort.
It's up to you.
I know Drew and I discussed it because Drew left behind his special item, and then I did too.
It is up to you.
But if we want to, say that I have the arm, now would be a great time to have it.
Do you want to have it, or do you not want to have it?
Listen, I'm already 1 Frankhouse dilemma deep into this character in the last couple episodes, so I might as well go 2, right?
Okay. Then I'm going to let you explain what the silver arm of Urgoth looks like for you.
All right, for Hagen, it is very similar to his other arm. He tries to keep a low profile with it. Mm-hmm. If he may change at some point, and the arm may or may not change with him, we'll find out when it happens.
Okay. My second question for you is, where is the gem that you now have with you all the time? Where did you say that was at?
Well, he had a necklace with a gem in it already, a ruby, that was part of his background. That, I think, now is fused into his chest after his little resurrection, and he's got another gem along with it. And that's I don't know. I'm trying to decide if they're symmetrical, side by side, above one another, or the 3rd angel head from Evangelion, where there's that extra one on the side somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
One of those. It's
all right.
Maybe it's in motion.
So for the last 45 days, 50 days, I should say, the Wheel Watch outpost has been rebuilt and cleaned and fixed, and then all of you have came to Kalamon to obviously get Celira fixed, and she is now missing. She's been missing for a few weeks. Everett has not been able to find her anywhere. She has checked high and low, and the only real lead that she has is that the object that she is known for, her heavy-weighted white robes of the mages of high sorcery, are in Weehan's shop. But Weehan's shop is still closed, and Weehan is still missing. No one knows where she is after taking the Tome of Fistan Daedalus and taking it, what she says, to the Towers of High Sorcery to turn him back in after her test. But I will tell Moxie that Everin, if you have been kind of stalking the shop, can I get just a general perception check over the last couple of weeks? I'll give you advantage because you've been there enough times. Checking over it. It's curious to see how much you figured out or seen.
Perception, yeah?
Yeah, perception. This is just kind of stalking the shop. So I'm assuming you're afraid to break in.
It's a suicide mission.
Okay.
I've seen what's set up.
Okay, just
if I
making
go
sure.
in there, I die.
I don't know how ballsy
Straight up.
Everin would be. Maybe Everin would be like, you know what, I'm doing this. We're Sphere of Annihilation our way to victory.
I thought about it, but she can't cause a scene right now. Everin is not supposed to technically have magic anyway and doesn't use magic in public.
Correct.
A Sphere of Annihilation is not subtle in any way. The shop has way too much put on it to go in easily. And even if I could get past the spells, those skeleton dudes tried to beat my ass last time I was trying to go in. So, doesn't seem like my best option. I got a 26, though.
26. Looking through the place, here's what I can tell you. There is another skeletal worker.
Like an extra?
Yeah. And the bones look like it was a woman. Now, I will say Becklin is missing.
Yeah.
And your thoughts from everything that's been said is Becklin was brought to Weehan's shop. But at the same time, your sister's also missing.
She is, and when I cast Locate Object, her robes are in the shop, and every time I've cast it, they haven't moved.
Correct. But if you were to do that on any of Becklin's stuff, it is also here. So,
Not feeling great about my 50-50 odds that it seems to maybe be. I mean, it could be a random stranger, but I somehow doubt it.
They're not wearing robes. They are wearing, I will say they are wearing like the normal attire for somebody who is working at Weehan's shop. They're wearing the gear of somebody who works there, the black robes with the feathers on it. Like, they are set to be there.
Okay. I still don't feel great about it, but I guess it's better than nothing.
Okay. All right, I'm fine with that. And you have the arm. We'll do that on screen once we have Drew's character here, because I think it's going to be something he asked you to do. We'll get into that at a later date, Hagen. With that said, over the last 4 hours, the city has went from busy. All the soldiers have left a few weeks ago. The scouts have left. There has been no contact from the capital to anyone from the Tuesday show, other than the Wheel Watch outpost. They're very happy with what's happened. They sent people to do repairs, money, and all that. Then supplies stopped coming to the Wheel Watch outpost. And they said that more would be shipped, but they're short on people right now, so everyone came back to Capwn. The repairs are still going without you being there. There's just no reason for you to be there. Remember to pick your training when you stayed there for a week, for whichever one of those things you want to take, for having a stronghold now. With that said, there has been rumors of a group of Solamnic Knights showing up at the gate to Capwn. Solamnic Knights are not loved. They're not liked. They're spit on. They're tomatoed. They besides Becklin, not many of them in this city are respected. And more specifically,
not even Terran.
Yeah, right now, Terran has earned a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay.
But more specifically, Knights of the Rose are greatly disliked. And they are distrusted in general throughout most of this area of
Is that what Baxton is?
No, she's a Knight of the Crown.
Okay.
She's a Knight of the Crown, and she does not wear it openly. She has a tabard, but when she's out in public, she wears a cloak to cover it. Just for the simplicity of not wanting to deal with it. When she's out traveling, she will have it out to handle things, but she doesn't wear it when she's like milling about in Capwn, because it's just too much of an issue. You're gonna run into fights and problems and people causing issues and throwing things at you. So when she's working for the Capwn government, she doesn't wear it openly. It's just safer. And that was between her and the marshal. They kind of have had a discussion. With that, these knights that have showed up, they showed at the gate, they were let in, and they were not the most liked, but they said they were here to see the governor. They brought paperwork, and sure enough, the guards let them in. One thing led to another over the course of hours. People started getting upset. The knights that were there, it was a group of them, disappeared. There are only 2 outside of the castle now. And with that, message has come back from the scout that was sent out where Terran is, saying that the war went well and that the army is supposed to be coming back. That person that was sent out was Giev, which is the scout that you know about that works pretty closely with the government of Capwn. I'm going to put all this together at once to bring our guest stars on. And don't worry, Justice, I have the character in here for you to be able to move around and stuff like that. There is a series of screams loud noises, and blood literally dripping from the tower in the Capwn Castle, where the main council chamber is, where you first met the ambassador and the governor and the Bacchus the Elder and Younger. There is blood flowing from the windows. And I mean like someone filled a pool, Evil Dead style. It is pouring down the rooftops. Yeah, right? Down the rooftops, onto the road. And there are no Capwn soldiers to be seen because they've been sent to war. The few that have been left behind are nowhere. With that, Baxton would have shown up to you all because she did not end up going with Drew's character to the war front. And she's like, I need a favor. We are short people and something is going on in the castle. I was told that we were not allowed to be there after the last issue that we dealt with, that they wanted no one inside for safety and protocol, that only the ambassador, the governor, and some of the closest guard to him would be allowed on site. And she points to the tower and you can see blood bubbling out of it. From the shadows, Giev's character can be seen with Baxton. And there are screams that halt from the tower. One person is seen looking out, covered in blood, in kind of like a shadow. That's someone that's recognizable from the distance. And then screams from the castle front happen as well, as Baxton is telling me this. With that said, I'm going to bring my other two people on as well for the full gang. Hello, Dan. Hi, Justice. You guys get to be part of this insanity out of the gate. I know there are questions about what is going on from some people who are not familiar with this set piece. Oh no, your frame is gone. Justice, Giev, yes, surly is a very good word for him. The pipe, also on point. He is a scout. He survived the fires of Vogler when it was burnt to the ground by a flying mechanical dragon. He has been sent on scouting missions to the north and to the west, recently coming back from the war against the Red Dragon army to the west. The reports of success are pretty surprising, and that retreat wasn't needed. You're the first person back, and you were here about 5 days in advance. They wanted the city to know what was going on. No soldiers came back with you. It was just you and probably like one or two of your scouts that work with your small troop. They can be anywhere in the city that you want. They can be with you. I don't care. They're just NPC guys that can take hits for you if they're needed, or they can be reporting to other people. That is up to you. The person looking out of the council chamber up top would be Dan's character. Dan, I'm so sorry you have to play the character that Kelly murdered.
That's okay.
Yeah, and like I said, we know you're sick, and it's perfect for the voice, Dan. Just keep that rumbly. It'll be great. With the scene set, I have the bloodbath on screen right now. And I have it on screen primarily for Dan's character. Have you moved from the bloodbath room into another chamber like the one above to make sure that, you know, you're not on site for the murder? Or would you have stayed in the murder room?
So I think there would have been like a series of really quick events.
Okay.
The first event would be waking up and eyes opening, just covered in blood, Carrie style.
Okay.
And
perfect.
What is the grievous wound that I took?
Oh, you know what? That's funny. We can do this. Well, you got hit by 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Yes. Okay.
And we actually have critical hits on the show. If you want to roll your own critical hit for how bad it was.
Yeah, let's do it. How do I roll that?
So in the rules here, I will pull up the wound tables. Give me a D20 roll. It is at, you got hit by 2. It's at a +4 to this roll. Hopefully it just isn't like decapitate you or something.
Plus
a real
4,
short episode.
Right? +4.
Did you say +4?
+4.
Okay. Oh my fuck. I just rolled a 24, natural 20 plus 4.
Your choice, loss of an arm or a hand. You can't use items that require 2 hands, and you only hold 1 object at a time. In addition, you have disadvantage on strength checks that require both arms.
Great, I'm so glad I rolled. So I'd say let's go with just missing a hand.
Okay.
Something not as drastic as a full arm.
So I will tell you that the bones that are growing back on you are covered in stone, and they are slowly growing back. You figure over the course of probably about 5 minutes or so, you would have at least a functioning skeletal hand. Why or how makes no sense to you.
Got it. Perfect. So I wake up and covered in blood. I rush over to the window. I look to my left and right. What do I see when I look out the window?
So if you're looking out the window from, did you leave the bloodbath room? So the front of the castle would be here.
Immediately, yeah, like kind of like I feel like he'd be like slipping and sliding on like some blood because of the panic that he's in.
Massacre.
Yeah, and he just big wide eyes, not knowing how to breathe for a moment, and just rushes up, like pushes back up against the wall, looks around for a weapon.
Oh yeah, your choice of weapons from the dead knights that are in here.
Absolutely. So I just grabbed the nearest longsword.
Done.
And just rush towards the exit to where I can look out. Yeah.
So I'm going to I'm going to un-X your dead character as you rose up from the ground. Healing is happening slowly. You don't see anyone in the room. When you get to this room here, exiting out, to your left, there is a glimpse of maybe a silhouette of a woman that fades quickly. There's shattered stone on this stairwell, just destroyed and blown out, and the sounds of combat down there.
Okay, so he'll hold out his sword, just like breathing heavily, like at the sight of this this ghostly figure. You said there's combat downstairs?
There is sound of combat downstairs. But there's also sound of combat coming from the front of the castle. You vaguely remember coming in, but why? I don't really know if you remember, unless you want to make a roll.
I'm gonna step away from the ghost stairs, and I'm gonna go rush towards the front. Is there any way I can either peek outside or try to like stealth, like look to see what might be on the outside of this room?
So I will. You're up a full floor. I'm going to put everybody on this map. Let me add you. There you go. Let me drag over Justice's character. Justice, I'll let you place yourself wherever you would like to be, since you are a very stealthy individual. I think you're pretty much able to go wherever you want. Let me add your ability to control him. And I will do all characters. Okay. You should now be able to control Giev here. He's sitting on top of the stone for you. Can you move him?
Yeah, just give it 1 second. It's reloading here, mate.
You should be able to move him. You can be anywhere on the map that you would like. I put you right in the center of the road.
Yeah, it looks like I can move him.
This exits the city. Anywhere else in this section you can be. This is the entrance into the castle. These are our 2 main players. When you look down out of the window and you're covered in blood, you do see some people out in this small back courtyard. Below you are 2 Solamnic knights on horseback, but they are carrying old banners and wearing very old armor.
Does this immediately like set off? I feel like that would immediately set off some sort of, this is not right. I can't remember what I'm doing here. What's going on?
Would you like to try to make a recall?
Yeah, something like that.
I would say intelligence probably makes the most sense. Probably just a straight in check. I will give you advantage for them triggering the memory, though, instead of you just trying to recall it on your own.
Intelligence, that'd be a 19 with advantage. Oh, sorry, plus that's 21.
Well, you know where you came from, so how much of that you would like to bring to the camera is up to you.
Okay. He will look out the window, seeing that there are people there, but then like kind of scan down and see the knights atop there. Well, are they on their horses or are they off
They're on their
horses?
horses, a floor down
Yeah.
from you.
So atop their horses, he will see them, and literally like roll back from the view of the window and just start breathing heavily, almost in panic attack mode.
Okay. That makes
And then he'll
sense.
Yeah, and then he'll look back out the window, and I'm going to see if I can attempt to maybe, because I feel like since I'm above them, they don't have like any kind of visual of me.
No, it's just
if
a
I don't make
silhouette
any
with
noise.
blood-soaked face. Other than that, they can't really see who you are that well.
Yeah. Is there?
Kelly did say, "Sorry, not sorry for killing you."
Thanks, Kelly. Is there any way? Shit. Is there any way for me to signal or like get their attention?
I mean, if you want to look in the room for something, you could. That's kind of up to you.
Am I wearing my full Solamnic armor?
Yeah, you're in the whole nine yards.
I want to take my shield and
Okay.
try and use it to like reflect some light.
Okay,
to
so
kind
you
of-
wipe the blood off on the tapestry that's in
do
here.
like a full wipe.
Who are you signaling?
The two that I can see, not the
These
the
two?
horses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you saw something in the window briefly, Everin and Hagen, as you're making your way here. Where is Giev going to be? Are you hiding tucked away up here, or are you down here with them? Where is Giev going to be?
Yeah, I've got myself tucked away over there. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land.
Okay. So are you on the second floor on the battlements up there then? Because that's
Oh,
like
right,
a
yeah, didn't-
battlement area with, ballista and crossbows and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna sit right there. There's a window I can look out and peep on what's going on, just to get a lie of the land, you know.
Okay. What about Hagen and Everin? There is a signal of like shining light coming from the second floor from a Solamnic shield. I don't think you would really need to
You
roll
believe-
for that part.
I do believe someone's trying to get our attention.
I know that you're right, but fuck it, I guess I get to kill people anyway. I'm just kind of tired of being a good person all the time.
Oh, the days.
Okay.
Look, she's been much better than she was at the beginning of this campaign, and that's
True.
all I have to say about it.
Baxton would say, look, I don't know what's going on. I need to make my way into the castle to at least see if any of the people who are around are still safe. I need to get by these knights. And from my understanding, the knights are letting no one in.
How high up am I in the
I'd
second story?
say if you were to climb out, go down that shingling part of the roof, like it's
Yeah.
kind of like it goes up and then there's a second step. I'd say you're probably 20 foot off the ground because it is a castle.
Say a horse is probably like 5 or 6 foot up.
You're 8
Then a
foot
guy
sitting on
on
a
top
horse
of
on
it.
average.
8 foot, so
Be about a 10
All
foot
right.
drop.
all right. All right.
I don't know how ballsy
I'm
you
gonna
are,
wait.
but
I'm gonna wait for now.
okay. So she says, I need to get in. I really don't have a big choice on this.
Like, past those two.
Yeah, the only
The
two that
dudes
are
with
out
the-
here, and they're not any of our people. This is not someone that the marshal left here. I don't know them. They are Solamnic knights that came in through that gate, and there was 12 of them when they showed up. Now there's only 2. They don't look normal. They don't speak to anyone.
I'll do a check about it, but to Everin, I think she can at least clock a possibility of what she's seen before, which is a lot of undead people. And that's the majority of what she's fought before she got here and most of after.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would think that's pretty fair. What type of check you making? You want perception? Are you going to move up? What do you want to do? They are eyeing you, but they are saying nothing. Their heads are held low.
Make a perception check about it because I don't want to waste the thing that I want to do, and I only get 2 of them per day.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Giev, you're welcome to make one as well from up there. No one really notices you if you're interested at all. You are here to pass information along, but you've not been able to get into the castle either. Which is who you would report to. You get in the castle, talk to the marshal, give your information, report back, but you've not been able to get in either.
Right.
The 21.
21. They are covered really well. They're wearing full helms, full armor. You can see no skin on them whatsoever.
I think that's enough for her to be like, I've got a decent shot at this being true. And if it's not, then it's not, and she's wasted it. But
Paxton looks at you like, I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Just let me try something, and they'll be out of your way.
Are you gonna go speak to them? Because they have moved for no one.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm gonna do turn undead, because then if they are undead, they have to get as far away from me as possible.
You're gonna do this in a public space with someone who doesn't know?
How? Well, Baxton knows.
Baxton has not seen you turn undead, and has only seen you heal one person.
But she came to me and said, you work for someone, and I was like...
Yeah, she doesn't know. She doesn't know you have powers, though. I'm just giving you a heads up. I don't want to corner you and say she now knows.
I was under the impression she already knew. That does change things slightly.
For those who don't know, who are new to Dragonlance, gods are missing for the most part, and clerics are rare. So much so that her doing this could bring some things in. Yeah, great, of course.
Yeah.
Hagen, all about it.
Which is just like a small issue, considering she used to be hunted on the daily.
So I'll bring it back to you. Do you want to do this?
Is she the only person that I can clock that's around me? I assume that I cannot see Giev.
Giev is definitely hiding, and he is stealthy as hell, and he is outside of your 30 foot. So with passive stealth, what is your passive perception?
17, I believe. Give me 1 second.
For you and Dan,
yes.
Justice, passive stealth is basically if you're outside of the range of 30 foot, you use your passive stealth. If you go to attack or do something that will interact, you'll have to roll. But it allows you to stealth around to be stealthy like you're supposed to be without making rolls every time you make movement. Because that just sucks.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
If you have advantage, obviously you add 5 to your passive. Giev has advantage on stealth.
I'm assuming my 17 does not beat that. Okay, cool.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
I want to do it. It's the quickest way to solve my problem, but it's not great. I only have magic anyway.
This is not my problem. This is yours.
I'm literally going to... And hey, Todd disappeared. I was going to ask Hagen a question. Todd went away. This is...
He's learned the Frankhouse dilemma. Don't play if you don't want a dilemma. That is his rule. That is his rule. Justice is shrunk down to just a head.
If there's a tough decision, I just smoke bomb now.
Just back out.
I can hear you though.
Okay. I didn't know if you were still there or not. Do you have any better ideas than me doing a thing that could possibly cause more trouble than it may or may not be worth to you?
That's because I got the two of you because you caused trouble. I didn't go get two people who can't handle themselves.
Well, then can you do me a favor and cover me and never ask me what I've done behind your back?
You're in front of me.
No, I'm asking you to stand in front of me. And never, ever, ever ask what I'm doing.
Look, I'm gonna walk around the corner.
There we go. That's
I'm gonna
all
count
I need,
to
truly.
60.
Yeah, perfect. That's
Unless
all.
I hear screaming, I will stay there and then come back.
If
But
you
I'm
hear
not
screaming,
going to
it'll be
lie
nice.
for you.
That's fine.
Oh look, it's the ceiling. What's up, ceiling? You are.
That energy. Let's keep that energy about.
I hate this, is what she says, and she walks to the courtyard.
You asked me to cause trouble.
She kind of circles around. She eyes those two, and she walks through the gate area and starts talking to a guard back in here. One of the scouts that probably came back with Giev.
That's fine. I have no reason to believe Giev is there.
Elson's like, I will guard the other way, and she, in her sling, makes her way the other way with a throwing axe. Since she's still pretty banged up.
Yeah.
Basically, she has 2 wounds that cannot be healed.
That sucks.
Noted. It's a good thing I started on other things already.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do turn undead. I have no reason to believe Giev is there. It's the only...
All right, let's bring it. I don't think we've seen turn undead work yet, right?
We did once in the the fight we did in the castle with like 20 skeletons or so, I got like 15 of them with turn undead.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, last time we were in the bloodbath room.
Oh,
Yeah,
All right. Well, let's see what you got. I will bring up their artwork if we get to that part.
I need a wisdom save.
All right. I need to ask before I make this save. Dan, have you tried climbing down yet, or are you still up there?
He's waiting for those two that he's signaling to make a move.
All right. I will make my save then. All right.
This is not a thing that I can use the raise DC for, or is it?
Yeah, anything.
Those cards?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to
Absolutely,
play
yeah.
one of those then.
Play
I
one.
would rather be a little bit safer about it than sorry.
Okay.
Thanks, Kyle.
All right. I got a 19 for the first one,
Okay.
and a 21 for the second one.
You ruined it. Yeah, no, you're fine. My DC would have been a 17. And I don't think
With
there's a
the plus
card I
5?
can play to ruin your thing, right?
She gets a +1 from the card she played.
+1, sorry.
Yeah. Basically, the Streamloot card lets you get a +1 to a roll. Do you want to attempt it again? Can you attempt it again? If I have resisted.
Technically, I can.
So
Okay.
I would also like to interject. Would that have looked like something?
You have to pull out a
visually.
holy symbol.
So the way we established it last time to keep it canonical,
Mm-hmm.
her symbol is a vial of ocean water with crushed up bits of tortoiseshell in it. She does not say anything for this, but you sort of hear the sound of like slight ocean waves, and it looks like it's raining, but just within the 30 feet that people would be affected.
So yes,
So
you would
it's
definitely
a-
notice it starts
raining
misting in the
circle.
area.
Yeah.
Okay,
Think like
so,
waves crashing against rock, like that ocean spray. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that. Not the cranberry juice, but like a real ocean spray.
So at this point, I think my character would take that as like there's something going down. Also, like very confused. There's some kind of
You want to give me a religion check, you can.
outward force. Why not? I mean, let's
It's
make
a
all
disadvantage because you are pretty far. And gods have been gone.
the rules. Mm-hmm. It's a wisdom, right?
Yep.
Again, no.
No? Not good at it?
No,
All
not
right.
at all.
Giev, you're welcome to make it as well. I don't know how trained you are in it, but you're welcome to make a raw religion check if you'd like. Gods have been missing from the world for quite some time.
I mean, I look down and I see this person symboling with a vial. I don't think I'm gonna make the jump to.
You have met them before. As for clarity,
Religion,
you do
though.
know them. You may know stuff. That's why I'm saying if you'd like to roll, you can. You are a scout for the city.
Sure, yeah. I think I'd actually like to roll perception rather than wisdom. Just
To see if you
seeing
notice.
things in general. Yes.
Okay, give me a roll. I'm a little
There's an
worried. that it's
18.
perception. 18. There
on
are
the roll,
two things you notice that the other groups have not. While there are these two knights here, there are also two knights outside, not letting anyone in to the city either.
That's
Nice.
a problem. Yeah.
All right. So at this point, my character will slowly start climbing out the window, and just under his breath, as he starts to place his shield like on his arm, he
Are you gonna
whispers,
stealthy?
"Yeah, he's gonna try to. I mean, he doesn't want to alert the guards trying to come down now,
Okay.
or climb out the window at least." Now, whether or not it's a surprise round or they see him and then they can try and do something, but he is going to try and dive bomb on top of one of the riders. But before he does so,
Okay.
he whispers under his breath, Es Dolores Midas. And he will like, tighten down the leather strap behind the shield and just, "Ah!" And he will like buckle, like, tighten down the leather strap behind the shield and just, "Ah!"
You're Captain America in this guy.
And just he just wants to literally body slam him, but he's trying to use the shield as a little bit of a protectant.
Yeah. I will say you can use it as a weapon. Look, are you trying to just knock him off the horse,
Yes.
or are you trying to do
dismount.
damage? You can use athletics then. We'll treat this as an athletics check. You are definitely surprising
Natural
him.
20, baby.
Woo!
Oh.
Which one are you jumping on?
Let's go with right, because I don't see JF. Mm-hmm.
All right. When you jump down on this one, he gets knocked off of his horse. When you hit him, he falls, and there's a thud that is, and you've been in combat a lot in your life.
Mm-hmm.
It is heavier than somebody just in full plate. When he turns back and looks at you, there's a flare of purple under the armor that the other two kind of get a glimpse of. But he's sitting next to the horse, and the horse's feet come up and are getting ready to stomp down on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
If people are going to join combat, I will need initiative. If we're going to stand and watch, you can decide when you would like to join.
Yeah, I'm about to go to town. Let's go.
And I will add everybody in. GF, I'll add you in as well. And I will add Baxton in, and I will add in Ellison. There are a lot of people here. I'm a little worried that my 2 knights are not going to do well. This is going to be a repeat of Monday. I can feel it in my blood.
Question, boss. Question.
Roll real dice.
Am I at full HP?
You are 4 from full.
4
because of the
full,
wound. And you are welcome to use real dice in this. You don't have to roll digital dice.
All right, appreciate it.
Grab real dice. I'm pretty sure, Justice, you have real dice somewhere.
Oh yeah, I have a few sets here.
I don't know why you would. He's like, let me dig out my pocket.
Part of my mythos.
It is now. And then just click and make sure you hit enter after you put it in. If you haven't used Roll20 in a while, it's a sloppy bitch, and it doesn't like using initiative. You just gotta type it in and hit enter and pray it works, and if it didn't, do it again.
If someone else is enter before you're finished, it'll zero you out.
Yep.
Try again.
So I got Kalina in there. I don't know why she's here twice. I will delete her. She should only be in there once. Thank you.
I can't select my token. That's why.
You can't select Cardoc? Well, your actual name?
Yeah.
Hold on here. I will edit it right now for you. Weird. It's tied to your number.
It might be because he's an NPC and not a character.
No. He is a full-fledged character.
The real boy.
He's a real boy.
He is a real boy. I did not make him a fake boy. Let me just type this in. No, you're not a nightmare.
Well.
Not a nightmare. I did not make you a nightmare. Hold on here. Just type it into the chat. You should be able. Can you not click it? What did you get? I'll just type it in for you. A 9. You're the best.
Yeah.
I will fix it for you in the background. Now it says don't use Terran token. All right. So is everybody in? Skeletal Knights. I got a 17 for the Knights. And then Giev, what did you get?
I got 12.
Let me reorganize this for you down. Descending order. Everin, you are first in this situation. As you see the horses come up, the other one turns. And the one on the ground, instead of pulling a weapon, his hands shoot out in an unnatural speed to wrap around the person who jumped off the roof's throat. And you see fire spreading up underneath the full plate in purple. What do you want to do? This looks familiar.
Yeah, this looks extremely familiar, and my normal first move in this is not currently possible.
Run?
No, my first move would have been consecrated armor, but this man on the ground is kind of about to get stomped, and I would like to at least sort of help with that.
The guy getting stomped?
I'd
You
like
wear
to
the brown
try to
pants
help
if you're going
him.
to consecrate your armor.
Wow.
Thank you, Todd. I'm going to twin spell Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Cool.
Do I have to make any rolls for this
at
bullshit?
each of them. That you shouldn't have given me twin spell. I don't know what to
I
tell
didn't
you.
give you shit.
Yeah, you did. Wisdom saving throw, and I'm gonna raise the DC by 1 again.
Try that one, Dan. See if
Thanks
that
again,
works.
Kyle.
That one works, boss.
All right, cool. I will fix it later. Fix it in post.
Yeah.
All right. What do I have to make for saves?
16.
Is it hit, and it hits both of them, right?
Twin spell, yes. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. We've spent points. I do have some Ttrpgfamily points now. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you too. I get to use the Ttrpgfamily points as well. So the battle will be between me and you for the Ttrpgfamily points.
Okay.
Please use them quickly before Erik
Yes,
does.
please use them before he does. The more we play cards, the more you get. It's just unfortunate that it's also
We are
more
currently
you
at 5 because the knights start with a couple points.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend those right away to give myself a bonus on my save for one of them before I roll. I think that's everything I want. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. It looks good. Yeah. All right. I definitely need the advantage. Okay. The first one got a 19. The second one got a 10.
Sweet.
So what do I take for
that then.
damage?
So as I'm casting this, will bonus action Calamity, and then I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Neither of them have lost any hit points, correct?
No, they're 100%.
They're both full?
They're hail. They're 100% good.
Yeah, just knocked him off the horse.
Yep, that is correct.
So. Okay, so your one that succeeded doesn't take anything.
Okay. Well, I'm liking this.
18.
18.
Damn.
Calamity's my favorite thing I've ever
Wow,
gotten.
that's a lot of.
I rolled an 8 on one, and I
like
get
this
2
damage.
d8, so I rolled a 4, a 6, and an 8.
Okay. 18. You said, right? All right.
Yep.
All right. Cool. And that's the second one. I will take it off of them. All right. That takes us to. Are you gonna move, or are you staying where you are? Before I start kicking people's heads in with undead horse hoofs. It's about to get wild up in here.
I think I'm gonna go this way. 5, 10, 15.
I'm gonna run away from battle. Smart.
I'm not running away. If both of them try to come at me at once, a hallway is harder for the two of them to get down at once than
Look,
open.
you can tell
field.
yourself whatever you want.
It's a strategic retreat.
Thank you. Dawson is in there. It's not like I'm running away from Hagen. I only accidentally put him through a meat grinder once.
So far.
I'm not doing it again.
Okay. All right. That brings us to the knights. I'm going to start with the skeletal warhorse first. It is going to rear up and try to stomp on your legs. Does a 14 hit you?
Does not.
Does a natural 20 hit you?
Just barely.
Okay. So the way we do crits in this is so you guys know, max the first roll, roll the second, so it feels like a crit. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 points of damage as it stomps down on you.
How much? I'm sorry.
14.
14 total. Okay.
It is heavy. This is a full-plated horse, and the bones are covered in stone. The one who's choking you out right now, I'm going to use the Cataclysmic Burn. Does a 15 hit you?
No, it does not.
As his hands come in with your skeletal hand and your normal one, you're able to hold him away with like the shield. You see him ignite your shield on fire in purple flame. Your shield is still good right now. It is taking damage. The other one, I am going to charge her. Does a 17 hit you?
That's because I haven't casted Consecrated Armor yet. Yep,
Yes?
you're
All
fine.
right. I am charging you. He lowers the banner that he is waving. And again, for clarity, this is the people that are after you. He lowers the banner, and on the front of it, there is this, like, it looks like the top is like an old crown, but it has been pounded and beaten into spikes. there is the symbol of the Solamnic rose in black and white. As he charges in, his face lights in a purple flame. I hit you for 8 points of necrotic damage. I need a Constitution saving throw as the banner ignites in purple fire.
Oh, I think I'll probably be fine. I say that, but I don't know how far you...
We'll see.
19.
That is good enough. You can feel the fire trying to crawl into your veins. I did not get that, unfortunately. With his other hand, he pulls his longsword and swings as well. I miss with that, though. It is not good enough. And the horse is going to try to trample you on a run through. But a 16 is not good enough. As you dash out of the way, it hits the wall, goes through the wall in a puff of smoke, and is no longer there.
Like the whole night is gone?
Yeah, whole thing is gone.
Right.
That takes us to Hagen.
Oh. Right, Hagen, before when he's transformed into Zolorok, it's always been this like super flashy transformation sequence, you know, Sailor Moon, the whole 9 yards, He-Man.
Not Sailor Moon, but yeah, I'm with you.
Since his new reawakening, this time he just in a flash is like transformed not into Zolorok, something like in between. So he's like, instead of being like 8 feet tall, he's like 6.5 feet tall. He's got the horns, but they're not as pronounced. He's got like the reddish skin, but not as, you know, fire engine red as Zolorok. And he's it's just like an instantaneous, like, we don't have the budget for the transformation anymore. So boom, here's like, whew, he's just this halfway point, and it's still noticeably Hagen.
We don't have the budget for the the verbal transformation anymore.
Right.
For the 2 guest stars that are here, he usually turns into this large demon-like creature. And it's a heavy metal show again. I will remind you, it's Dragonlance with Game of Thrones slathered in heavy metal aesthetic. Just so the two of you are, why is this going on? That is why.
Got it.
So this one down. Whoops,
Sailor Moon. He says that. I think Kiss in my brain every time I hear it. But
oh well, the book this comes from, they specifically mention Sailor Moon transformations.
Do they really?
As the inspiration for this subclass. Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Fuck.
So this one down here at the bottom, this one is still on its horse, or it came off the horse?
He is knocked off his horse, so there'll be a horse there and him.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is move to here, gliding gracefully with my fancy cloak, a few inches above the ground, shoo, and I'll raise my hand and shoot an attack at both the rider and the horse.
Okay. You get 2 people once?
Let's see here. I can now.
Well, the other one's already on his back. They're laying on the ground, struggling.
We're tussling.
Okay, the rider is the knight then, the skeletal knight. He is a 17, and the horse is a 14 to hit.
17 does not. Oh no, he's prone. You would get advantage on him because I did not hit.
Then, 21.
That does hit. And then what was the horse?
Okay. It was a 14.
Does not hit the fully barded horse.
Okay. Then
smashes into the stone and bone, and he is fine.
The guy will take.
I'm a little worried you're going to kill this guy. I'm going to move you off of him so I can. Oh no, you're not on him. Never mind.
I'm going to use a special class ability to add a little damage to this.
Would you like to use any of the StreamLoot cards to add extra damage, Todd?
Yes,
I think it's
I'll
a great idea.
I have one way down here for +2 damage. I can spend this one.
Well, you can do +2, and then you can spend other cards that use the die as damage, remember?
No, sorry, I just want to do the +2.
Oh, so is there a green card?
Yes, green card.
Okay, cool. Or Takesis points.
That is from Kyle, thank you. And so that brings the total to 19.
Okay.
I'm going to go force damage on this.
Okay, I take all of it.
All right, and he moves back 10 feet.
Would there be any
new
kind
toy.
of, because I mean we are like literally kind of wrestling on the ground.
I know what you're going to ask me, and I'm going to
and
ask
I'm on
Todd.
top of him.
Does that provoke attacks opportunity when you move it?
No, I wasn't gonna ask that.
Oh, okay.
Say, does that blast me? Because I'm on top of the guy.
Would
I
you
literally
like to
landed on
ride
top
him?
of
Like,
with the
that's
shield.
up to you. I will let you hang on if you want.
Well, I was hoping he'd no longer be choking you, but if you want to go with him, go for it.
He already
It's less
stopped
I
that.
want to versus what's happening in the scene.
I mean,
If
he
you're
hit
magic
him out
pushing
from-
him. I'm now flying with him if I'm on
He
top
could
of
have
him.
forced him out from underneath you, but that is up to... Not, all this sounds so
Pulled the carpet
sexual,
from
but
underneath me.
if you want to be hanging on, you are welcome to. You did stop him from choking you, so I didn't get the choke on. That's up to you. You want to ride him, or do you want to be laying there?
Man, that's what she said. But I'm gonna go ahead.
I
and,
just all of these
I'm gonna
things.
roll with it. I'm gonna roll with it.
All right,
I'm gonna
move your
actually
character
go-
over there
go
as
with
well.
it.
I'm gonna bring our skeleton
Now,
warhorse
I
here.
would say I'm no longer literally on top of them.
No. There's our skeleton warhorse for that one. Just because they're separate. I mean, they're large. They're a large model. Large creature. Anything else, Hagen?
Nope, that's all my actions for the turn.
Kaylana saw the thing dash through. As you are staring there, you see the stone slowly warping back in place. Kaylana looks at you and goes, "What in the hell is going on? I asked you to get us in." As she's rounding the corner as quick as she can, and I'm gonna charge. But there's a third person here. She has no idea who the fuck this is. Does she know you?
And Hagen will say in his new form, he'll say, "Target the dead." Just don't look at his hand.
I was gonna say.
Like, this one's alive.
She says, "Durston?" And she's running in with a bastard sword and swings at the horse, kind of trying to separate everything. I am successful. I do hit the horse. Give me, I guess, would you like a religion check? Or history? Hey, probably history for Slomnia, right? Do you want to give me a history check there?
To see if I
Durston?
know.
Yeah,
her.
if you know who she is.
Okay.
For those who are wondering who Kaylana is and Baxton, it's the same person. Baxton is just her last name. She is a Knight of Slomnia. She's the retainer for Diana's character.
It's a big old 8.
Yep, you have no idea. Memory does not serve you well at all today. Here is art for her, so you know who she is on screen as well for everybody else.
Very cool.
That is her turn. I did successfully hit the horse. And that would take us to Giev. Giev, all chaos is broken out. You came here to simply deliver messages. Your surrounding,
I'm not
you
getting
have
paid enough for this.
you have
This is-
cover.
I-
You're not getting paid at all for this.
yeah, right. You know, I just came back here to deliver a message, and now these yahoos have decided to just throw down in the middle of this bloodbath going on.
It's true.
But I do have a mission, and I do need to deliver this message. And if everyone that is around dies, then I can't deliver the message. So for the time being, I'm gonna swing in on the side of the living people.
Okay.
So I'd like to do a little bit of some showmanship coming out of this window.
Aw.
And yeah, we're gonna do a quick flip. Not like oh cool, look at me, I did a flip. No, just like do a flip.
Like
And
a
it's
purposeful
just like
flip?
a thing. Yeah, to get out of there. And if anybody were to draw attention to it, I'd be like, oh no, it's not a thing. Like it's casual flips.
It's a casual flip.
Yeah.
Just park houring your way to victory. I gotcha.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
So where are you moving to from there?
I'm gonna, do this casual flip. It's enough to make somebody raise their eyebrow and be like, "Oh, that was cool," but it's just a thing. It's not.
Jeff is a
and,
douchebag, is what I just realized.
I don't know how far I can move. I didn't actually see
30
where I was
30
at
foot.
there.
So you drop 10.
Yeah,
So here,
yeah.
I'll help you. I will help you do your math because math is hard. There you go. 10 foot down. That's 25 there. Another 10 would put you here.
Yeah, that's about where I need to be. And this person right here is good guy, bad guy.
I mean, you have met her before. She works for the Capwn military. She is second in command to the army. Her name is Kaylana Baxton. She works for the government. She works for the army.
Oh, she's probably reliable then. From where I'm at, I'm gonna do a multi-attack and sling 2 daggers.
Okay.
At
Definitely do that.
the dude choking home dog.
So you're gonna this guy here. All right, give me your 2 rolls. We are currently at a total, because we have a growing meter. You have 4 points, so not enough you can spend for Takesa's points right now. We're 1 away from being able to spend.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Which is good for me.
Well, the first one is a 12.
That is hot garbage.
Hot garbage. Oh wait. No, I add 5. Sorry, that is a 14.
Still hot garbage. You do have advantage. Oh no, you're throwing. You don't. I lied. You don't hit him.
Nope. Okay.
Second one, though.
Then I'm gonna throw my second one.
All right.
And that is a 7. Yep. So 9, 14. Yeah.
You know, I understand why you flipped in. It's because it's the only thing you do well.
Right. Well, because I flipped and I wanted to make it a thing that I throw the daggers out as I land, and maybe I should have aimed a little better, but
At all.
it looked cool.
Okay. All right.
But casual.
I imagine you flipping
me write down
and
style
daggers
points.
just flying up in the air and sideways while you're doing it.
Style points.
Casually.
He missed on purpose to downplay the flip because the flip was so awesome.
Yeah, all right.
There we go.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
Cool.
And it was really just to announce my presence.
I will 100%. You're the best.
My character looks up and says, "Who's that guy?"
There's only one question though. There's only one real question. One real question. Is the pipe still in your mouth when you land that flip and you stick it? Do you still have the pipe in your mouth?
Okay, that is an excellent question. And here's what happened. Jump out of the window, do the casual but really cool flip. Mm-hmm. In the middle, take a drag on the pipe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And blow a ring out so that when I finish the flip, I shoot through the ring. And then I land and throw the daggers and the pipe's in the mouth.
So you're blaming the ring. Gotcha. Blaming the smoke. You didn't line the smoke ring up. Just making sure I had this right with all your style points. Everin,
was everybody
I hope
impressed?
No. Everin, I hope you do better.
I do too.
I would like a point of order. I was a 9, but because we swapped tokens, it got taken out of initiative.
Oh, I was just hoping you were dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Got it.
Hold on here. 9. Sorry, Everin. Let me rewind. The guy on the ground needs to go. What would you like to do here?
First thing, I would like to stand up.
Okay. Cool. Stand up.
As I stand up.
Between a horse and a hard place.
Yeah, I'm gonna just look at this undead dude that's still on the ground, and I'm just going to say, "Be gone with you, you foul being!" And I will take my greatsword and just downwards, slice at him.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, all right, cool. Give me a roll.
Yep, just gonna.
You get advantage. He
dead
is prone.
center of the chest.
I am prone, and you are not throwing. It is in melee.
Correct. All right, with advantage, that is a +5 to hit, so that is going to be a 17.
That does hit me on the ground, I believe. Don't forget to add your bonuses for leveling up. Remember, you guys both have +2.
Just kidding. You're right. So that is a 19.
Because these are old characters. Yes, 19 does hit. 17 does not.
Okay, so 19 hits. That is going to be 2d6 plus 3 for the greatsword.
Okay. Greatsword with one hand.
It's that great.
You picked up a longsword, is what you said.
You're right.
You do have a greatsword. If you would like to try to use it with your skeletal hand, you are welcome to.
Let's see. I don't have a longsword set. 1d6, nope. I assume, for a longsword?
Nope. You can. I'm telling you, you can try to use your greatsword with your skeletal hand. That's up to you.
I'd say I definitely said that I picked up that longsword, so I'm going to go with that.
So a longsword, if one hand is, I think, a D8, isn't it? Not D6, right? I can tell you. Hold on. I got one here.
No worries. Okay.
D8.
1d8. Easy.
Same bonus to damage.
Got it.
I was hoping you were going to do it, but you didn't. I was really expecting some skeletal
Okay,
hands.
not as good this time. So 8 points of damage.
I mean, you hit me. It did some damage. The sword when it hits, shakes you. As you hit, it feels like you're hitting stone in a wall. Like when you miss an attack fighting in a hallway, when it hits bone and armor, it rattles you.
So going in for a multi-attack on that fellow on the ground. This time with a 23 to hit.
Still hits me.
And that is going to be
Michael Jordan.
9 points of damage.
Again, same feeling. Is it shakes your body again as the reverberation goes up through your... Is that your sword arm that you still have? Which one did you lose?
Let's see. I don't know. I guess that was the roll table that...
I mean, that's up to you. It's your choice.
Let's decide. Even, left, odd, right. That is my right hand, so that would be my sword hand.
All right. The one you lost was your sword hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is feeling really weird. You're used to using two hands on a weapon. It shakes again, and you see like a hairline when you pull back, like there's a rolled edge and chips on the weapon. You're hurting it, but not the way you should be.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to...
You do have your ability.
My ability. Are you talking about my bonus action?
You have your leadership ability. You still have all the same abilities. Those were his.
Oh, why did I think that was like I thought the casting time was 1 minute. That is the duration of
correct
the thing.
With the recharge.
Okay, so I'm going to look over towards the other NPC.
Which one?
The one that I don't know, but the one that said my name.
The knight. Okay, cool.
So kill on him, but I don't know that.
I mean, you don't. You can just point at her.
Right.
I mean, we do.
So I point at her.
She is wearing a knight of the crown right now, though.
There. Okay, so she's wearing Solamnic armor.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at her, and I say, "Fellow knight, this is the time to bolster yourself. Fight the undead, and I will tell you the story that you need to know." And I will inspire with leadership, so this creature adds a d4 to its roll, provided it can hear me.
And that's the hit?
Whenever a non-house makes an attack roll or a saving throw.
Hit or save. Okay. And lasts 1 minute? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am all for that. That is awesome.
It lasts until I'm incapacitated.
We've seen it happen in one round, so it's not that hard.
Sure, of course.
Callie's in chat going, yep.
I'm going to, and then, like, in order to do this, I will, like, saddle up next to her, essentially, like, placing my back to her and talking over my shoulder at her.
Okay. All right, kind of defensive stance.
Yeah.
Well, with that, then, Everin, you see this happen as she runs by this other knight. They're acting like they know each other. What would you like to do?
I am headed over to this corner so I can have a better line of sight. I'm going to cast Boomerang. I'm using 2 recovery dice to upcast that to 3rd level, so that lets me hit 2 people. I have Calamity in action, which means I get 3d6, and if any of them hit a 6, they all explode.
Have you seen this spell before, Dan?
No.
Alright, cool. That, I get like a plus, 7, 8 to hit, something like that. 1, please.
Our normal group
plus
here
7
on
to hit.
Tuesdays, 3 out of 4 of us are casters. The 3 of us have Boomerang.
I'll
it's
have
just
it.
so good.
Boomerang.
They all
madness,
trained at the same school of bullshit.
That's a 24 to hit the first.
Oh, absolutely.
Guy.
Absolutely.
You
Would you
love
like to spend a card for extra damage?
Okay. So
We have a lot of these elemental conditions where you could spend one of those and add a d6 to your damage. Or you could just add an elemental condition if you want. They just keep taking it every round.
Yeah. Yeah. Siren's Head. That's not as fun. I'll just do the extra d6. Is that a
You just roll d6 and add it
green
on.
card?
Nope, blue. I already got it. We'll use
Okay, thank you. Perfect. All right.
1,
So
2. All right.
All right, 20 points of damage for that one.
Cool
And-
story.
Oh, are either one of them like standing? Is there like a door behind them or something, right, where we can't get in?
Well, they were blocking the door, stopping anyone from getting in.
Or
They
is
basically
one
were
of-
guarding it.
Is one of them against it?
The only one that is here is this, and the door is like
Well,
where the horse is.
That's what I meant. Where is the horse like up against the door?
I mean, as close as one can
Close
be.
enough. Cool. That's awesome. So that's gonna be a 20 to hit.
That hits the horse.
Sweet. All right. So I'm gonna do this again.
I'm gonna get fucking rocked right
I'm gonna spend. Can I spend another card, or is that just once per?
now. You can spend anything but a blue.
Okay, cool. I will go ahead and then do like a plus damage, which I think is +2 to damage.
Yep, plus 2 to damage.
Right.
I already
All
got
right,
you
cool.
one.
I'll spend that. So then
that
that's
would
going to
be
be
pieces.
12 points of damage. I'm also going to use Shockwave on that, so the door takes double that damage. So the door takes 24 points of damage, ignoring
cracks it.
ignoring object threshold.
Oh, it blows the door off the hinges then.
Sweet.
If it ignores it destroys half the door into the back.
Yeah,
of the castle.
it ignores all sorts of thresholds.
You broke the castle's back door. Good on you.
Sweet. They said we needed in. I'm following directions.
Not what Kaylana wanted, but sure, yeah, you did. You followed directions, all right.
You have to
With
be
that
very
said,
literal with
we
that
are
room.
set. We're at 7 Ttrpgfamily points now for the other 2. That will take it to the skeletal knight is at 17. With that said, you hear Ellison yell in the background as the knight comes charging out of the wall, hitting her.
I haven't played her yet because I needed her to be back there. She's wounded.
And pulls her into the wall with him
Whoa.
and lets go when she's halfway in. And
I've
she
had
failed to
two
save.
sisters that get to die while being implanted in a wall.
Audience,
This is really great.
Audience, can you roll 3d6 for me? Audience! Exclamation point 3d6.
There's absolutely no tragedy that Everin has ever felt that's not been one of her sisters being in a wall. It's great.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's absolutely
Yeah.
true.
That's very oddly
The other one got
specific,
thrown
yeah.
around like a rag doll by a Dragonel. And then for 6 Ttrpgfamily points, so that they
You
can
had a nickel.
spend
For every
any,
time this happened, you'd have 2 nickels, which isn't
I'm
a
going
lot, but
to
it's
take an
strange that it happened
extra
twice.
action, an extra move. I'm going to charge out of this wall at Kaylana. As the wall rips open again, like stones move, black, purple flame around it, it charges out of the corner of this building at Kaylana. I do not hit Kaylana. I tried. The horse is going to go. Man, I am surrounded by people right now. That was 20 points of damage to me, which really
Frankhouse,
does...
I also sent you a message on Discord there.
I don't want to see it. You're fine, Justice. You're exactly doing what you should be doing.
Oh, you're behind.
Not yet. Not yet. It's coming.
Got it.
It is coming. I am still standing with this horse. I'm going to have to hit the knight who's next to me who just did the back-to-back. I'm going to try to stomp you. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes, a 24 does hit me.
Yeah, I think the highest you can boost yourself is to 20. Only for 6 points of damage. The second hoof misses. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. All right, that's my turn. That takes us to Hagen.
Todd is AFK.
Oh, of course he is. I'll skip him.
Sorry,
Never
no,
mind,
I'm
he's
here.
right
You
there.
you didn't just see me sneeze and then follow it up with blowing my nose.
Oh,
So I was AFK for that.
go ahead.
Hagen is going to blast the 2 knights that are standing there. He's going to pull in some mystical energy, focus it in his hand, and then split it into 1 into each. So this one here, the first one, upper, does a 20 hit. And then, I bet you the other one is even more than that. It's 24.
Yep.
Okay. So they will both take... First one.
Well, this guy only has 2 hit points, so I'm just going to get rid of him.
So he'll take 13, and then the other one will take 14 damage.
Okay. He's still standing.
And they're both pushed back 10 feet.
Just blast the horse into me.
So you slam him into a wall. Do I take damage for hitting the wall?
I don't... That's not part of my power to say that. That's up to you if you take damage.
So as he slides back across the ground, for some reason, this creature has not gone when the other knight showed up. It's basically laid there and did nothing. The horse went, he did not. Just for some clarity for you all. Any other things from you, Hagen, before we go to Kailana?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay. And he does impact the wall, too. All right, you're moving away from everything. He does impact the wall. And he kind of crumples, and you see him start to upright himself a little bit. Kalana is going to turn and attack the other one with a natural 20. Misses the other attack.
Go ahead and add a d4 to that missed attack, by the way.
Oh, shit. That might actually hit then. I do hit. She downs the horse and brings him down to the ground on the first attack, and then hits him with the second attack and damages him. Kalana looks to you again and says, "Do you not remember me? We served together."
Do I get another chance
I'll give you
to
another
roll?
roll if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I think that might, start knocking some stuff around the old noggin.
Sure, yeah, maybe.
16.
She looks really familiar, but she was not... You remember having a sword before, not a crown.
Okay. I'll look at I'll just look at her and I'll say, I'm sorry. I don't know what I've seen right now. I've been through a lot, as you can see. Let's
you hold
finish
your
this
hand
and we
up?
can speak.
Did you hold your hand up?
I mean, I have my sword and my shield, so I mean, yeah, I guess I could, but more along the lines of probably not. I'm
gesturing, but not like showing it. Okay.
Well,
I'm just wondering how much he's hiding it. It is important, especially with what's going on right now.
no, I don't think he would have the mindset to like hide anything. He's trying to fight.
All right, cool. She just takes a mental note. That is important for me. I am done. I do not move. I stand my ground. Jev, everyone is fighting around you. You're here to deliver a simple message.
I just gotta deliver this message, man. But
I will say the door to the castle is open now, though.
Nah, I mean, I got a thing about undead fighting the living and whatnot, and this just seems wrong, so I'm gonna... my daggers went plinging off into nowhere, so I feel a little bad about that, so I would like to,
Okay.
make up for that, by drawing my scimitar.
Okay.
And,
You can two-hand that thing, if I remember correctly.
you darn Skippy. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna single-hand it, and I have my dagger in my left hand, and I would like to move here.
Hit move. Where did you move? Okay.
And just lay into this dude.
All right, so you're laying into the other knight.
Yep.
Do you have... you have an option right now, because you are playing a character with a non-magical weapon. If you would like to spend one of East Tide's cards, you can upgrade your weapon to magical.
Yes. Why would I not do that?
All right.
Please do.
That works for me. I hope he sees this later. Lineage card, East Tide. You have a +1 magical weapon now. So you found it somewhere between the war and coming back.
Yeah, it was... The former user wasn't using it anymore. So now you said a +2?
A +1. +1. If you would like to spend more than one, you can upgrade it. You can spend up to 2.
No, I won't steal.
You're
the rest of his
welcome to
cards.
spend another one if you would like.
No, that's all right. I'll save
I don't.
it for a
What
rainy
type
day.
of guest star are you? Are you a greedy guest star?
No, not yet.
It's
not
just
yet. We'll
Adam
see.
Conn's card, just so you know.
Oh, it's Adam's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
He's got
so
a billion.
it's a +2 then.
+2? Okay, cool,
I'm
cool,
clipping
cool.
that. I'm sending that directly to him. Now you know what type of show this is.
And I rolled a 17, plus my 2 for my lever.
There you go.
Plus 5, plus 2. I think that's like
Plus
28
9.
or something. Yeah.
All right.
26
Excellent.
to hit with my
that
first
100%
scimitar
hits.
like. Okay. So I do 2 scimitar and 1 dagger.
Okay.
Second one is a 24.
That hits me as well.
Okay, and dagger.
Would you like your daggers to be magical?
Would you like your dad to be magical?
You like your dad? You like your dad to be magical?
Yes.
He's a
And
very,
my daddy's already
it's a
magical.
very special thing. He's in this pipe right now. I'm smoking.
Heyo.
ashes.
No, I will not spend the extra for the dagger to be magical.
Would it help you if you knew how many he had?
No. I don't want to be greedy just yet. I'll stick with the scimitar. I might throw this dagger away. We'll see.
Just setting a precedent. Adam's in chat too. I just saw him. All right, give me your damage.
Oh, right. Yeah, that second part.
I know it's exciting to use other people's stuff. Every
Yeah.
guest star always likes spending other people's cards. Every time.
Total damage. 12?
12.
Oh, yeah, no, I rolled both dice. Yeah. Only 12. So,
Cool. It rings, but it rings true. You do not get any rolls or chips or dents in your weapon as you strike the armor and the stone that is covering the bones of this undead. Would you like to stay? Oh, you moved. You attacked twice.
I did, yeah.
There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 Takesis points as a heads up for the both of you because I can't spend them. It's not my turn. Is there anything else you want to do before we move to our amnesiac night?
no, I'm good. I got my sword wet, and now I can deliver my message doing my good deed.
Yeah, good deed. That takes us to Kardak. Is Monday will know him. Can you please roll for your? Can you please roll me a memory check again, an intelligence at the beginning of your
Sure.
round?
Yep.
Was
Ooh,
this
that
the
was actually good.
anti-Michael Jordan they mentioned in the group chat?
This is a dirty
from
20.
yesterday?
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
When you are watching people strike these creatures made of stone, you know that these knights are not ones brought here. They must have been found here. There are old knights that were guardians here, rumor, old Solamnic lore, that were buried on site. And they are actually whites, not skeletal knights. That means that the tombs that are hidden below the castle have been disturbed.
Understood.
How much knowledge do you want to say this character has, considering the fact of what you know as a GM running this right now for people, because of who was embodying him, which is the last episode? How was he chosen in your eyes as a GM for a specific purpose? Because it seems to me like he's got to be important.
Well, I would say that he was chosen just because he was a leader of like a regiment of Solamnic Knights, and that is in and of itself rare as all get out. So a small regiment of like 3 or 4 knights, and he was like the leader of these guys.
Excellent.
Completely wiped out these other characters, these other knights, left me for dead, and then from that point
Do
did the thing.
you? Okay, so you had 4. You're saying 4 other knights?
So I had like 4 other knights under my command, which was, again, like I said, it's pretty unheard of.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know, is if there were other knights. Anything you would like to do for your turn?
So my character, just because of the utter panic and all that's going on, is going to just revert back to his knighthood, and he's going to try and backstab. He's going to step over this dead horse. He's going to try and backstab this undead creature here.
I just want to point out that you said knighthood and backstab in the same sentence.
Well, it's undead. So
Okay.
if it weren't undead, then
Sure,
yes,
right.
I get that.
Monday does not agree with anything you just said. That is what my Discord says. Give me a roll to hit. Let's see what you got in you here.
I mean, if we want to stay lore friendly, I could try to interpose between and then
You can.
fight.
I'm just giving you a hard time because you said backstab as a knight. Give me your give me your roll to hit.
Do you have flanking rules or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Advantage on flank.
Nice. All right.
No reason not to. Be a boring system without it. Might be
Okay,
why
so
I'm working
that-
for Cobalt Press making tales about it. Anyway,
Is a 16 with advantage? Nope, not enough. Oh,
so we
16,
do
17,
have
17, 18. 18.
18 does hit me.
I always forget the 2.
Okay.
And then 18 to hit, and then
You have
this could be the
6
walls.
points if you would like to spend any for anything.
No, because it's just advantage for the 6 points, right?
Correct.
Yeah, no, I've already got advantage, so I'm good.
All right, cool.
So the first hit is going to be 11 points of damage. That's better.
Better.
And then the second hit,
That's a meaty die roll.
that is going to be lots
Sounds
of
like
numbers.
metal.
That's 18 plus 7. It's like 25
25 damage.
to hit.
To hit does hit me. Absolutely. There's nothing I can do about that.
Damn. Then a low roll. 7.
Okay. All right. Are you staying where you are, or are you moving?
I have a move. I have a reaction that allows me to parry an attack. I am going to try and interpose myself, but because these guys are kind of too close to each other,
Okay.
I'm going to just swing around this guy to not get an or like promote attack of opportunity. Actually, no, I'd have to be right here on top of the underneath the dead horse to do that.
Here, let me help you with the dead horse. Let me just shove this guy to the back.
That works.
When you get close to this knight, he is standing up. When he makes contact, like eye contact with you, he kneels.
I don't like that. Okay.
And everybody would see that. And it's pretty obvious. Like, it's not a hidden thing. This undead knight kneels in front of him. That would take us to Everin. I can't go yet with the other thing I want to do. Everin, what are you gonna do? Your sister's screaming down the alleyway out of here.
Yeah, I know. Everin is not mentally doing great in this moment, but that is just going to have to be fine. I'd like to, and this doesn't technically take an action or a bonus action, it's something I just get. When I look at your character, Dan, what kind of emotion do you feel right now?
Oh shit, I forgot you had this.
What kind of emotion do I feel?
Yes.
Welcome into my
In this
life.
moment when they have just knelt in front of you, what type of emotion do you have right now?
I fucking forgot about that shit.
In that immediate moment, you would catch a glimpse, like a sparse glimpse of sympathy.
What color would you associate with that sympathy?
What color would I associate with sympathy?
Yes.
Probably, I don't know, green.
Okay. So Everin's eyes flash green as she hears Ellison scream and has to make this very quick decision.
Did you look down the hall, down the alleyway?
after she has clocked the emotion and has like registered what that is, then she can look.
Okay. I need a will save for you.
Yeah. That's wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, wisdom save.
Do you need help with that?
Oh,
You know what? I really wish I could have help with that wisdom save. It'd be really, really great.
Granted.
Thank you so much.
You have advantage.
Thank you.
This is what I deal with you too.
Needed it. Boom. That's what it
Literally.
is. That's a 23.
23. She is stuck halfway through the wall. From about the hip down is inside the stone. She's trying to pull herself out, but it is slowly like pulling her apart as it is closing. I failed my save. She only has 1 wound left.
Okay. You all have got them for a minute. I can't lose 2 sisters in what, 40 days?
I was hoping you would.
In
actually.
a
That's
wall.
What you had 5?
Both
In
of
a
them
Both
in a
of
wall.
them in a wall. The worst thing you've ever done to me in a game, by the way.
You're welcome. I pride myself.
Go. The 2 drop-ins, and I have this.
Cool. I can get this far. I'm gonna put my hand on the wall and cast something that'll hopefully break it.
I can tell you when she looks at you, the stone is creeping up her body. Since you're close enough now, you can actually see it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's an action. I thought it was a bonus action. I hate my life.
It's okay.
Never
No
mind.
recall. Sorry, you're there.
Yep.
Life and death situation. I'm not letting rewind.
I've only moved. I've not done anything else. I
Okay.
was just hoping message was a cantrip because I know Hagen has told me that he saw this happen before.
Yep.
So Hagen knows how to fix it.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Isn't it great? While I'm here, because I can't take a bonus action for anything else, I'm gonna moment to think to knock back a potion to take me back to full health.
Okay. All right. All right.
So that puts me back at 58.
Moment to think. Pull your potion. Drink your potion.
Yep. And then I'm gonna have to. Is the move to break the wall or is the move to get Hagen? I don't think I've got much of a choice.
You got this.
If I
like how Dan's rooting for you. Look at Justice. Me and you, buddy. We got this.
we cannot have this happen to 2 sisters at once. We can't do it. If I try to, this is gonna be bad, and I could impale my sister, but it's the only thing I got. I also don't know.
Delightful.
I don't know if I'm close enough. Oh, that would technically right here would be my move. Can I try, like, where she's stuck in the wall where it's starting to close, can I try to jam my trident in between her and the wall?
No, it's closed around her. There's no way. It's
okay.
Tight.
It was a thought.
It's like pulling a balloon through a hole. Like it's sealing down around her right now.
Got it. I don't know how to fix it. I know Hagen knows how to fix it.
I mean, there's an object you have that could open the wall.
Absolutely not. She will get sucked into it. She will die. We are not playing this game.
If you're good at it and you don't get it near her, it will just open the wall. You know, anything within 5 foot of it is what it seems to destroy.
23 DC though, yeah.
I mean, it's up there.
And I've not had time to try to identify it again yet.
Nope.
I can because I'm a new level, but I haven't had the time.
I feel like maybe this is a dilemma.
Yeah, Frankhouse Dilemma. Isn't it so beautiful? This is only like the 5th one you've given me this season. It's great.
You got to catch up. Todd's had almost
Pump
how many
those
years?
numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Look,
Allie's had more than that per episode on average.
Technically, I do think you know what it was because I was going to say I had the biggest Frankhouse Dilemma and the first. But
I don't think any of this is true.
Technically, I don't. It's absolutely true.
Come on, what are you gonna do, Mox?
Use the stupid sphere because there's no other way to get her out of the. If she gets sucked into oblivion or I get sucked into oblivion,
wait.
I will never,
I
ever.
don't care.
Hey, can I use Ttrpgfamily's points to give you advantage?
Fucking yes, you could technically do that.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and use Ttrpgfamily's points and give you advantage on this.
Okay. Can you please explain what you're doing before he decides to do that?
So Everin out of her bag produces like a fairly large box. To most people, this box weighs like 100 pounds, but to Everin, it only weighs 1. And as she opens the box, she's very careful not to touch what is inside. But
Your sister's
like
panicking, saying, no, I'd rather die.
No, I would rather you not die. I don't know if you noticed, Solera was also stuck in a wall. I cannot mentally handle both of you leaving me.
All right, give me your roll.
It's my only shot. Okay.
There's a black orb that floats out of the box. That is 1 foot diameter ball.
Okay, this is fine. It's fine. That second one's a nat 20.
Okay, so you can control it. Remember what I said the first time it goes out, it is a larger radius.
I'm putting it like...
I'm not going to remind you of the radius. Where do you want to put it?
Of course you're not. Can I put it, like, I'm assuming this wall goes, like, down a ways. Yeah, like, off to the left, off the map.
Sure. I think that's fair to say.
I want to put it, like... How far did you ever say it went? Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
telling you.
I know you're not. Give me a second. And I already used a moment to think to drink the stupid potion, so I can't make the check.
There you go. I put the orb on screen. Let me move the camera so the audience can see it. This is like D&D hardcore. You're not wrong. This part is, yeah, 100%. This thing is super dangerous, and it should feel like hardcore. When you pull out a Sphere of Annihilation, no one should be comfortable. Not a damn person. Definitely not the person using it. Definitely not the person that's getting thrown next to that you're trying to save.
Plus the DM's throwing emotional damage right at you.
I need that as audio. I'll tell you what. I'll let you make a decision. I'm going to move to the Skeletal Knight while you're doing this.
Great, you do your thing.
I'm even going to make it so you can move it, so you can place it. If you want to place it in more, you can. I'm just going to make it so all players can move it. Because technically speaking, anyone can try to move a Sphere of Annihilation if they know what it is. So, you know.
Little Skeletal Knight buddies can't see it behind me, so...
Right. No, they don't know. So it is movable for you now. With this knight, and is still standing, I'm going to swing twice. One with a banner that I still have. The other with my sword. The banner is going to be at Kalana. I miss. The sword is going to be at Giev. Giev, I would be hitting you with a 16. Would you like to use your reaction? Giev.
Yes.
Oh, Justice. I gave you a J character. I thought it'd be easier if it was the same thing.
Forgot.
That's okay. You do have a reaction.
Yeah,
I
have the parry reaction. Against one melee attack.
Okay.
Oh, but it would hit, so I don't have to declare that until after.
Yeah, it would hit. Would you like to use it?
Oh, because my AC is...
Your AC is a 15? 15 instead of 11. I would give a +2, I believe, and I hit a 16.
Yeah, let's... Yeah,
basically like the shield spell for a fighter is really what this is.
Paching.
All right, so you parry, I don't hit you. I did not hit Kilana. I am not going to move from that section. But at the same time that this one goes, I'm going to move 2 out of here as the other 2 knights round the corner, making their way in. Boy, in old Salamnik, they say... Do you wish for us to defend you? And they are directing their words at Durston. Do you wish for us to defend you?
Oh, boy. You see Durston when they say that. You see him shed a tear.
Okay. They are Salamnik Knights. This is true. They're both carrying rose. They have the rose armor on them. Their armor is not old. It is similar to yours. The other one that you were fighting has ancient armor on it.
Oh, okay.
These are newer, and so is the one that is kneeling right now.
Do I get a sense that they understand or know which ones I'm currently defending against? Like I'm actually getting attacked by? Don't know.
I would say I would give you a perception at disadvantage in the middle of combat if you'd like to make that. I'll give that to you for free.
Let's do it.
And if so, I will
At disadvantage? Hell yeah, sick. That's a nat one.
That sounds like you're pretty good with nat one fun.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing. So Durston, while he sheds a tear, he just turns back to the creature with ancient armor on, points his longsword at it, and just tells him to stand and fight with honor, and just yells it loud enough that the riders that are coming in can hear him say that.
All right, they would form up next to you, Giev. If you would like an attack opportunity on them, you can. I can tell you that Kaylana is 100% taking an attack on it. Misses. Giev, would you attack these two skeletal knights that have come back out of the entrance that basically is outside the city? They're speaking in a language that I know you don't know. And a knight that fell out of a fucking window is telling them to do something, and they form up on him.
Look, this isn't... I just need to deliver this fucking message.
Fact?
This is...
You are not wrong. You're
absurd.
welcome to go inside.
How many of these points do we have?
Right now, none, because he spent them to give her an advantage on controlling a sphere of annihilation.
Well... Okay.
Mind you, that was more of a Dan move than anything.
Okay, whatever you need to do. The door is open. You are welcome to make your way that way. You know the message is to go inside. You would be delivering it to the governor, is who you would be delivering it to. Or the marshal, which is the person that you probably usually report to.
Here's the thing.
I have the whole inside of the castle. You're welcome.
When you're suggesting something, it's not good for us. It's some fun thing that you cooked up elsewhere, and you're like, I really want this to go off. Go ahead. Walk down that hallway. You can walk down that hallway. Don't forget you can walk down that hallway.
You haven't played that many games with me. You have no right to say that.
Well,
yeah, but he's speaking the truth.
Yeah, but he's not wrong.
He's not.
He's saying the quiet part out loud.
So, I think that I am overwhelmed by these undead creatures here in front of me.
Yeah.
And, I don't have a lot of loyalty, but there's a pretty clear distinction between living and not living. And so I have decided, in a weird fit of honor, that I will not go into the chapel where Frankhouse is leading us.
It's a castle, it's not a chapel. No one's getting married. This isn't Vegas.
Yet.
I'm not going into the gas station where Frankhouse wants us to go.
Instead, I'm going to look at the apparent leader of these deadheads, and I'm going to attempt to swing my scimitar right into his back.
The new ones that just showed up, or the one they have been fighting? The one you have been fighting, I should say.
The dude that fell out of the window that's now commanding
I think
these.
he means me.
Oh, that sounds fair to me. I think that's a great plan.
Yeah, that's where we're going with that. Just
So
swinging
you're
the
going to
old
have to
scimitar.
move around the knights to get to him. Actually, you had to, I moved you too far. You had to move to here to hit him. Because there are 3 knights in the way. And I'm going to go back to Everett after this to see what her decision to not die is.
YOLO.
Okay.
This is the leader.
When you move the first time, the one that was already fighting with you goes to strike. Kaylana steps in between, parries the attack for you.
Oh, cool. That was nice of her.
The other one watches you as you move around, but does not attack you until you draw on him.
Sure.
I have held my action for the one on the ground that has been kneeling. I am going to tackle you with him, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
I'm very bad at it. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I did not get to. You're quicker than me. Apparently, you've been doing flips and shit.
Yeah, but the most important part is that it's parried very coolly. So, like, he comes at me, and I'm just like...
All right, Jib. Give me your roll on Dan's character. I brought you two on to make fun. You haven't seen each other in ages, but it's even better if you're betraying him and killing him. I think that is a fair assessment. I would do the same thing in your shoes.
Come at me, brethren.
Brethren. That is a 19.
I have an AC of 18, but I will use my reaction to parry the blow.
The parries are on tonight, boys and
That
girls.
is a 20 AC. 19 misses.
Best first attack. Would you like to go in?
But does it look cool?
Oh, it looks fucking hella cool.
Like,
matter of fact,
is there a
what's
sparks
happening-
and we
what's
get like a
happening-
freeze frame?
Yeah, because what's happening is I'm pointing my sword at this one that then goes to tackle you, and when it goes to tackle you, you dodge out of the way, you go to attack me, and suddenly the sword that I was using to point at the creature flies up and deflects your blow out of the way as sparks go flying in the distance, and now I look at you as my new target.
And the heavy metal music continues. Second attack.
Yeah, another scimitar attack. We're definitely going to do that. I mean, after a moment of shock at the clash of sparks, that's a nat 17, so that brings me up to 19 plus 5 is 24.
That one will hit no matter what.
Roll that damage.
4.
You did fail one attack, so that is a Takesis point.
4.
Slashing.
Okay.
Sick.
Right now, Moxie is clipping through old videos trying to find out what the
I am
AoE
not.
of that
I
chromatic
am-
orb is. She's like,
I feel like it's a badass slice that like cuts down like on like the top of my forehead down to the middle of my cheek and gets a nice slice right over the eye as I look back up at you.
So that you can sling blood droplets.
Oh yeah, for sure.
slinging blood droplets.
Can there be like a flash of lightning out of nowhere? Like just like
Hey, you know what? Are you looking at the
Shit,
screen
where
right
did that
now?
light-
Are you looking
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
screen? Done. I got you.
It's gonna take a second, but yeah.
There, a flash of lightning, and I'll even say because of her praying that she did. You know, I feel like we should have rain too.
Great. Does the rain start suddenly when our swords clash?
100%. Highlandered it up. Yeah, I'm giving you your Highlander moment. I know what you're looking for here, buddy.
Yeah,
She got
for
there
sure.
a little bit late because the other one didn't work, and she was like, "Oh, you were talking to me. Never mind." Rain.
With that, as the camera passes through the sparks, the electricity, and the blood being flung, Everin, I gotta ask you where you put in the orb to possibly kill your sister.
Okay. This is all still considered in the same term.
Yes,
Turn,
yeah, we're
I
just
am
rewinding
assuming
to you
for-
where you're like trying to control the orb.
Okay.
And you successfully put it where you want for the 14d10 damage.
Okay. I'm going 120 feet down this wall off the map.
Okay. Cool, that's not gonna help her, but okay.
I thought 120 was the range the first time, and I'm trying to keep her out of it.
All right, so I will put it here. It's 100. You
Okay.
whoosh, send it out. Now, I need to do something that is very important for the audience to realize what you just did.
Oh, sorry. 60 feet.
That-
60 feet.
60? Okay, still.
60.
Still, I'm gonna move us to the column on Tuesday. We are at the castle in the center of this map.
Yeah.
This is the back area.
Yeah.
You send it this way. You're screaming. Can you please roll me your 14d10?
How many
Look.
innocents have to die?
It's a really good question. Can I get percentiles from the audience?
Honestly, though, here's my thing. You said 14d10?
Yes.
Cool.
First time you use it is 14d10. So
I...
after that, it goes down to the normal rate.
That's what I thought. Everyone doesn't super care about it.
I know you don't.
not really in her wheelhouse to give a shit about
Only family.
people that are not. Yeah, only family counts.
Only family and friends.
Anyone else, who really cares at that
Only
point?
family and friends. And when I'll get percentiles, I'll let you know how many people die from the audience. I have literally orbit destruction random death chart. We'll see what happens. While you're rolling that damage, we'll go back to our lovely combat that is going on. 23 people, so 23. So 23 is 10 people die, 2 children, 1 dog, and a horse.
Everyone feels slightly bad about the dog, and that's it.
You didn't see it. There's just screaming, and
Okay, then she doesn't feel
it's
bad
gone.
at all. I'm still working on it. I'm on my.
You're fine. Don't worry. I'll take us back to the gates for the rest of our combat. That was
Okay, cool.
great for me to learn.
You're gonna have to answer to Adam with that horse.
Yes. Right. Yeah, he is the horse master now. That is true.
Well,
Hagen, you hear destruction and screaming. You know probably what happened down there. You've seen it before when you opened the gate. It was not good for anyone in the vicinity. What do you want to do? And now Giev, who you do know from Vogler, you've worked with him. He is friendly. He works for the government. Is attacking the man who fell out the window that you were trying to defend.
Yeah, and now like I'm confused because stars don't fight each other; they fight us. So like, what's going on?
so what's up here?
I'll kind of stop my like mid action and like kind of look toward what's her name, Yelana.
Kaylana?
Just kind of look at her like,
yeah.
huh? And
she parried the attack
So-
from the one knife. She's getting ready to finish up the fight with his knife. She is not paying attention to you.
oh, okay. I was gonna be like, you want to just go handle this other thing, or
She's just doing what she said she would do, which is fight this knight. And she's
Right,
doing it
so
to
then-
help the gentleman because they know each other, which is very obvious.
good. This is so weird.
It's not my fault.
Can I peek around the corner there to see if Everin has things under control or if she needs help?
Oh yeah,
see
you
around
can
that
see. There is screaming 60 foot down. A corner of the castle is missing. As it went boom and blew up in a big orb and sucked it in, and now it's just kind of hovering there. There's like half bodies, feet on the ground, shoes of a child that are full of blood, just spilling out like soup bowls. Half of a horse. It looks like, the drawing for Game of Thrones, how it was good and turned bad. The bad half is gone. It's bad. It's really bad over there. People are screaming. And then you do see her sister half hanging out of the wall.
All right.
Turning to stone.
Which one of these 4 was the oldest one? This one down in the corner here, right?
Yeah, that is the original one that you flung with your spell. And
I'm
then,
gonna shoot.
then kneeled in front of the new gentleman.
Did
Kneeling. That's right.
did we skip my turn again?
No.
Jayev went. And
No,
then
we
I
haven't
didn't
gotten
get
that
to
far
go
yet.
Well, he circled, didn't he?
No.
I attacked. Dan.
And then I deflected it.
Right. And then I circled
I go-
back to
and then I
her.
go-
That was the opportunity attack.
That was the opportunity attack.
Right.
From my knights. It was opportunity. You're at the end of the round.
I missed it.
Did we skip you again? Man, it's like I'm
think we
trying to
skipped
get
me.
you killed.
I didn't.
Because we went, we
Technically
did her,
I did
and then we
skip
went back to Jayev,
Oh,
He's
okay.
right.
and then we
No,
went
he's
back
right.
to her.
He's just paying attention.
The only reason I say that is because really all I want to do is do a really cool fucking clench move where like we have both of our weapons like against each other, and like now we're like face to face, almost kissing distance, and I will say, "I am not your enemy." And
Damn,
I will.
You're fucking me over here, man. Every time I skip your initiative, I get to Kesis points, and you're not letting me do it.
I will hold my action to attack the next creature that attacks me because I think,
Okay.
but because I think he's in defensive mode now. He's just like in full defensive mode. He was in attack mode, but now that he's being attacked,
So
he doesn't know where the next blaze is coming from.
the lightning and the rain that is here washes away the dirt on 3 of the people here. They have the same mark of the rose from people who served with you before your memory kind of is fuzzy. You definitely recognize the armor, but the people themselves are not what they used to be. Whatever is lingering behind to do service for you is, at this point, memory and nothing more that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
There is no purple flame coming out of them currently. Only the one that they are fighting has the fire in it.
I know this is going to sound absolutely bonkers and off the wall.
Have you seen the show so far?
Can Durston attempt to converse with these individuals?
They already spoke in Old Salamnic to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially asking them and telling them that their duty has been served and to keep their honor as Salamnic Knights.
Okay.
They need to pass on.
I will need you to give me a check. Oh boy. You're not intimidating them.
No, I'm pleading with them.
Make this check out to Frankhouse dilemma.
Persuasion? Probably. Persuasion would make the most sense.
Persuasion.
Persuasive?
Persuasion? You persuasing? Because you have... Okay, so you're doing that. Because you did that, puts us up to 10 Ttrpgfamily points.
Holy
You've
balls.
unlocked one of your secrets.
Okay.
I didn't tell you guys about secrets for the show, because it wouldn't be a secret then. Giev, I have to ask you, did you do, according to the list that I had given you for spending points, would you say that you just did the last thing? Or is this not considered the last thing on that list for you? Where you would normally spend points to do it?
Yeah.
I'm just asking if that is what you are attempting to do, or if this just seems like the logical thing for your character. Fighting it.
Yeah. Okay, so do I know this dude? I assumed that I didn't.
Never
know
met
who
him.
he was.
No, never fucking
Okay.
met him. Not a real person to you. Like, in the knowledge of the 21 episodes, he has never been seen until last episode, and you never would have met him. Never been seen.
So here's the thing, right? Snuck into this castle to give a message. That's all I had to do.
Correct. You're back from the warfront.
And as I'm looking out this window, I see Home Dog fly out of the window, like ride his shield down and land on one of these dudes. And then he's like fighting him, but then all of a sudden he's like, and they're kneeling to him.
Yup. I'm just making sure it's not that last thing. You're talking yourself through it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And like, there's, I don't know what side anything is right now. I just got back from the warfront, right? Like,
yep.
I found this cool sword on the way. Who knows what happened to its previous owner, but I got it now. Yeah, it kind of looks like this dude either fell out of the window or jumped out of the window. Who knows why, but usually people aren't trying to leave a castle. And so, you know, I saw these folks that I actually know and recognize, and they look like they're fighting the same thing.
Yep.
So I just threw in on the side of them.
Okay.
Because
just making sure.
I got to deliver a message.
So is that a no to the last option? Is it not the last option?
It is not the last.
Okay.
Option. No.
All right. Dan, you held your action to see what's going on. You're in a defensive stance. Your knights are formed up on you. They see they're still fighting the other knight. Two of them turn towards that knight to down him. How are you holding for a specific thing? The next person who attacks you?
Yeah, literally, whoever attacks me, just attack them back.
All right. So, without skipping everything, because I've been skipping you, hoping you would miss it. Fucking Everin, how much damage did you do?
82.
82 damage. Okay. No one survived that. They're all dead.
She does not feel an ounce of remorse as the scream stopped. She does not care.
It also absorbs part of the ground in the corner of the castle. Dirt's collapsing in. Part of that castle in that corner is falling because you basically took a corner piece out of it. It's not holding up well. What would you like to do at the beginning of this round as we're coming back to you?
It's a bonus action now to move the orb, correct?
No. It is
it's
an
an
action
action?
to move that thing. It takes a
Not what I
check, and it's an action.
Okay.
And you have to be within 60 foot of it. And
Well,
then you
thankfully, I am
move
in
it,
60 foot of it.
and you move it X distance based on your intelligence score. It's 5 foot plus per, basically whatever your intelligence score bonus is, it's 5 foot per.
Yeah.
And she's still stuck in the wall.
I'm aware.
Now, you can just leave it there. It could just float there, and if anyone walks by, it'll kill them. Like, you don't have to put it away.
Here's my thing. The people out there, not
They're
my
dead.
problem.
They're already dead.
Not my problem. They're not.
And again, it blows up and it sucks in, and now it's just 5 foot around it that it actually does damage to.
There we go. And I
there's a
can't
hole
get
in
it
it,
back.
so, I mean, it's
I
not
can't
like-
get it back to me fast enough anyway for it to do anything for her. So
No,
at
yeah,
this
you
point,
could
it just
definitely
needs
pull
blood.
it down that hall, but you couldn't get it to you one round.
But
You
I
have to
can't
move
get
to
it
it
to
and
her.
then do it.
Yeah. So my best shot is it's an action to play a card.
It depends on the card.
Deific harm.
Yes, that is an action.
Okay.
Who are you going to harm?
What does that? The
You have to make
fall?
physical contact with somebody use the card.
Oh, with somebody, not a object.
No, it is healing positive, or if you use the negative energy version, because remember, you're the second half of the card.
Yes.
There's heal and harm.
Yeah, I'm on the bottom half, the green half.
Yep.
In that case, I'm just shooting a message to Hagen because
Okay.
if I can't use deific harm on a wall and I can't get that close enough to me in time, because how far is stone on her now? Like, her legs are in
Creeping
the
up,
wall.
probably above her navel.
Okay, yeah.
And
I'm
it is
just shooting.
cinching closed.
Yeah, I'm shooting a message to Hagen.
Okay.
Just like as fast as I can. Stone, the stone people, you saved a stone person. I need help.
You got it.
Are you doing anything else besides the message? Or are you moving at all? Are you staying next to her?
I feel like because Everin did everything in her power to save Celera and stayed as close as she could for all of it, that to walk away from Ellison would feel shitty. And she's family, and family are the only people that count to her.
Okay, you're staying next to her?
So I'm gonna stay next to her, and then I'm going to. Do I even have a good bonus action besides the only two that I've got? And one is in effect, and the other one I don't need because I don't need a potion or to get up off the ground.
Nope.
So yeah,
chill.
I think I'm done, and I hate that.
All right.
But I don't have.
The two skeletal knights that are nearest to the one in the old Solamnic armor, they start pounding him into paste, doing 74 points of damage between their 5 attacks, because they do 2 each, and they have a group attack if they are on somebody. So that is minus 75. That one goes down into a pile of rubble, and slowly the bones start crumbling apart in stone. The purple flame burns on this body on the ground, but it doesn't explode or anything. They have dealt with something like that in the past. Kaylana draws her sword, and she starts moving towards the next knight. Hagen, what do you want to do as you see one of the skeletal knights go down, but the other ones don't attack? They just down the one knight, and they turn to Giev and wait. So this one wins, and this one wins.
I don't know who these people are. I don't know what they're doing.
You know Giev. You do know him.
Well, that's true. That's true.
You
Okay.
don't know the other guy or the knights. I deliberately made Dan the outsider. He's
Well,
never
I was
been-
asked for help, so I'm gonna go do that.
All right.
Wait, are they still going?
No, I'm done.
The
They
knights?
are holding their action for Giev. They did exactly what Dan
So
was asking to do.
I'm moving to here. Unfortunately, that's as far as I can move without burning a dash action.
Okay.
But then I can't do anything at all. So I'm going to pull my Ironfeld Flux.
I
See
knew
if I
that
can
was gonna
help
happen.
with that. So I'm gonna
how many
spend a card for Ironfeld
fluxes?
Flux
We have a
from
lot.
Serving Hands.
Yep. All right.
Way back Not that it matters, but 35
Way
basic.
back. All right, so you spend a flux on her or the wall is my question. Remember, the flux repairs things.
Her. That's how I used it on
So I will say you
Aldern.
push the stone, the growth of stone on her away. She is still cinched in the wall. So one problem down.
When you
It's
did that
still close.
when you did that for him, did it like reappear, or like is it that like done, like it won't come back?
It was a totally different situation. That was a draconian
was
that
just
exploded.
Yeah, I
It turned
remember
him to
that now.
stone. This is a totally different situation.
Well, let's
But
open
she's
it
not
up.
stone right now. She's just stuck in it, and it is closing. Like the magic is dying. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be like an iris.
Do not have
Yep.
the magic.
So that's the Skeletal Knights are holding. Hagen, you went. That takes us to Kaylana. Kaylana looks to you and says, "Are they with you?" And she looks directly at Dan's character. Are they with you? And she steps on the one she just killed. And the purple flame. She doesn't give a shit.
I'll turn to her with like sword. Well, no, because I'm kind of still blocking JF.
You guys are like in mid parry
yeah.
and fighting.
So like speaking over my shoulder, I will yell out, "They once were." That's all I say.
Okay. And they're not attacking Geov. She knows him in passing. Oh God, I don't know if she would fucking attack the knights. I think she would pull Geov off. She's gonna walk behind Geov and put her hand on his shoulder, like, stop. We need to at least discuss this before we kill him. We have to. We can't just down this man if he's controlling them. I know him. We served together. He is a Knight of the Rose.
Look, I'm very confused now, because I thought he was, and then they did. And
Listen to her. It's for your benefit.
That is a man of old armor. He is pre-Cataclysm. I believe them to be more recent. I don't understand what's going on, and I'm giving him one chance to explain. After that, you can do what you want to do. If he does not answer the way we wish, we'll finish this. You don't have to listen to her 100%.
I'll take a step back.
Okay.
And lower the scimitar on guard.
Okay. So you're gonna back up next to her, like here, or you're gonna back up to the corner like this, like using the wall for cover a little bit.
No, I'm gonna go right here where I can't get hit.
Okay.
Unless I see it coming.
I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity. No, I'm just kidding.
She's holding her sword. She does not put her sword down. You ask the knights to. What was your exact wording? You want them to do what? Besides protect you, you wanted them to basically like.
I wanted
final rest.
I wanted them to hold their honor, to basically release themselves from this awful bond that they're in. Like basically tell them like their duty is complete. Like whatever you're still here doing in your undead self, you have done it. There's no need to stay.
Then man, this is gonna be bad for Monday. They turn and they head into the building.
Yikes!
They turn and head into the building. They are gonna go to final rest. They're going to the catacombs,
Oh.
which is where Monday is right now.
Sure.
Lucky them.
Cut the VOD. Cut the VOD.
We're done.
Delete the VOD too.
Delete all of it. We're done.
With that said, I will say the combat here is done. We do have a other problem. Is there anything the trio that is discussing, Kelana, Giev, and the Knight, is there anything that is exchanged in that moment when they head towards the building? Kelana goes, "Where are they going? We can't let them into the castle. What did you do? Command them."
I commanded them to find final rest.
Where? In the beds of the rooms here? And she starts following.
Follow if you must. Do not fight them. They will not fight you.
Oh, this is going to be so bad. Okay. All right, she will follow. I'm going to have them enter the building. I'll put them in the GM later. She chases after them. Do you follow? And does GM follow? Now you two are again by yourselves outside. And just chaos is going on, screams and stuff down the hall. But I mean, you know that moment where like chaos is going on, but everything is silent and
yeah,
that's kind of what's going on right now.
Yeah. I will glance at you.
Eyes.
I will look at JF, and I will say,
Oh my god.
what has been done here cannot be undone. And then I will look up at the window I basically jumped from.
Okay.
And I will say,
Pretty eyes. That is
I was not in control.
You know, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I had one job. I got involved. Shouldn't have got involved. I don't care. I'm gonna leave that doom and gloom thing to you. Nice parry. It made us both look very cool. But I'm gonna go deliver my message. Just, forget you saw me. I don't care.
I don't get that. Literally, I don't care. Are you going into
I don't care.
the castle?
Yeah, I mean, I know
After
that that's
the
where they
Knights
went. Well, yeah, but I still have to deliver my message, right? Like, I got one job on this stupid show, and I'm gonna fucking do it.
Are you going to wait to go do it, or do you want to go now?
No, I mean, I'll go at a respectful distance.
Okay, that's fair. I will need to know what your passive stealth is.
Tell me again how I figure that out.
Just like passive perception, 10 plus
Oh.
your stealth bonus.
Oh.
And if you have an advantage on that roll, which he does, because that's something has been canonized in the show, you would have +5 to that roll, or to that static.
Then my passive. I don't know. Let's call it.
It's dexterity's 3, so that's 13.
Yeah, 13 plus
5
plus 5.
so
18.
2, so 18. You have a proficiency bonus of 2 as well, though. So
No.
20.
20. Yeah, passive
When
stealth.
you
20.
walk into the building at a
See-
respectable distance.
See, this is what he was waiting for. And
No,
this
no, no.
is why I was.
Your
he's
stealth
like,
is good enough.
when you finally choose to go the direction that I wanted you to go, so I
didn't
can
want you to
unleash
go
this
this way.
trap.
I was hoping you would wait. I like GM. You have pretty eyes. So
I notice these things in tense moments.
Look,
as men, we don't give enough compliments to other men. So
He says as he's walking into the building.
yes. So if you wanted to compliment me on anything as I go, just you
He just
let me know.
turns around and just says, "You are a fool."
correct. That is.
I don't think you understand this game, but anyway, carry on.
We're gonna go to here. I'm gonna move you to. Oh, that's the upper chamber.
That's a bloodbath,
It is the
My
bloodbath.
God.
literally.
I'm gonna move
My
you.
God.
I'm gonna move. Hold on here. I'm gonna move this because he's technically not here. He would be here.
Yeah,
Move
ish.
you to
Yeah.
here. Okay. This is fairly important. I would say Everin and Hagen, you should have an idea of what you're gonna do to save her, because I just made my next roll for her save.
I have an idea. I don't know if you'll let me get away with it, but I have an idea.
Look, man, I have people come on saying people have pretty eyes on this show right now. I think everything goes. I'm gonna grab this. All right. And I didn't expect anyone to go in. I figured me saying that would stop you guys from doing it, to be 100% honest. Because I know how this usually rolls.
When has it ever?
All The 3 knights are in the center of the room. The center of this area is kind of caved in. The floor is missing. There is a weird purple aura of fire down below, kind of washing and emanating into this room. The knights are standing at the edge of this hole, looking down. And one by one, they take the step off the ledge down into the hole below. And it's not like they walk, they fall. Around the edge, another knight starts walking up. Solid black armor, about almost 7 foot tall in the armor. And he starts rounding a set of what looks like makeshift steps as he is swinging this scepter with purple fire, smashing the wall, making steps for himself to walk up and out of these depths. Now you have a 20. I'm going to put him on the map as he is walking up and around. When you see this knight coming up, I need to know only one thing from you. Do you continue into the building or do you walk back out?
Me?
Yes, you.
Nope. I'm gonna nope right out of there.
Okay.
Just turn around and, you know what?
This really isn't my problem.
Nope.
And you walk back out towards the group and say nothing else?
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Just gonna nope right back out of the castle. Again, look, I felt like I was doing my duty when I was fighting undead, but now that all of the lines are blurred and I have no idea what is actually going on.
That is a fair assessment. That is 100% the situation. I put you in a horrible situation on purpose, yes.
I'm not a hero. I'm not a player character.
I mean,
I'm
look, even if GM was a player character, he is not a hero.
I am not here for this.
I'd like to read that it says, in truth, he is a captain of a certain group and works for money.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of different ways to deliver a message, and I think at this point, I would like to deliver the message on a note stuck to the door with a dagger.
Oh my god.
And nope, I'm out.
So the door that is downed and blown open, you just stick a dagger and stick... No, okay.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Jev is walking back out.
You would see as you're walking back out, my character is kneeled down next to these downed and basically piles of ash next
still in the
to
rubble, yeah.
their armor. Basically, that's all that's left, I assume. Like their old ancient armor.
Even that is slowly crumbling and burning.
So I will, like, it's burning and crumbling.
Yeah, from the purple flames that slowly like start to basically their armor dissolves when they die.
Yeah. I go to touch it with like both my hands. And I feel like whenever I touch it with both of my hands, this undead hand that or whatever, the skeletal hand that I've grown or whatever, I feel like there is a strange energy that I didn't see coming. Like I feel like the purple flame almost jumps to that hand for a moment, just as if like a magnet being brought close to another one. The magnet jumps to this hand.
Okay.
And I stared, like my character just stares down at it and like squeezes this weird appendage.
All right. Are you doing anything with it other than kind of realizing that it's not normal?
Yes, I'm realizing like something strange is happening with that purple flame in accordance to like my
Are you attempting
weird
to do
skeletal
anything?
hand. Well, I was attempting to reorganize their armor to kind of give them like a solemnic like funeral, essentially.
You can, if you would like to spend the 10 Ttrpgfamily points we have, I will let you do what the purple flame does. Do you know what it does?
I'd have to research now.
You don't have to. I just didn't know if you were doing it for that reason. Not only does the armor there, the bones start to reform as you reanimate the dead.
Yeah. Yep, I do that.
Back down the alley, Ellison's screaming. He can just resurrect people, but Ellison's screaming right now. What is the plan for you two? His GM's like, nope, I'm out. I am not staying for this.
Okay, this is gonna hurt me if you'll let me do it, but I'm prepared to take the blow anyway.
You got
I
this.
know it is like it would be more than an object interaction to hand Pagan anything.
Okay.
But I'll ask this, Todd. If I wish for something, does it have to happen immediately, or can it like be contingent upon a thing?
I use it as a reaction to being asked, so it's probably mostly immediate.
Okay, well then I'll do the object interaction. Instead of handing you a potion, because that takes more than that, I'm just gonna kind of like roll one on the ground, kind of like as your cue of like, if you need this, I need you to use it. I'm gonna step to the wall beside of Ellison, and I'm gonna cast Boomerang, but I'm gonna cast it in a way that it comes back and hits myself.
Why?
Because I have Shockwave, and any sort of spell that I put out that is first level or above, whatever is directly behind me or in front of me or whatever, gets double my damage. So I
That
can
is
break
a
the wall if I'll hit myself.
very unique use of that spell, and if you are willing to fuck yourself up that
I'll do
way,
it. Yeah, I'll do it.
I would say absolutely. If you're willing to use a crit card, I will let you get her out that way.
Crit card!
I think that's fair because it's a stone wall.
Yes, but it ignores object threshold.
It doesn't matter. They have 50 hit points.
I'm gonna need to crit one time.
Technically 45.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Use a crit card. I'll do it.
I did not see that. That is the most unique version of a fucking annoying
Yeah.
spell I've ever seen in the show.
Yep.
Thinking outside the box.
Sometimes these
Trying my
players,
best.
let me tell you what, buddy.
I mean,
This way I can break
it's been
it.
the whole game though. It's been the whole game. Everything's been
know.
super ultra unique. I'm gonna use a freaking Spear of Annihilation.
It is the last crit card, by the way. Go ahead. Do you want me to roll the damage for you?
No, I think I'd rather do it myself.
I'm
If
totally fine with it.
if I'm gonna hurt myself this badly, especially because I'm upcasting it obviously with recovery die, because it's the only way it'll happen.
Max the first roll, roll the second.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey, you know what? What's one dead sister when I can get 3?
Leave me alone.
So the two cast members that are missing are the ones that sacrifice their hit points to do cool shit. We don't have to do that ourselves.
You don't.
Yeah, they all use blood magic on the other side.
Oh god.
You have a martyr and
wait
a blood witch. I told you it was a
Okay.
heavy metal show. I told you
I have
it's
a
all
very-
drama and apparently people
very
who love
important-
eyes.
I have a very important question for you.
Can it be more important than you dying to it?
It can, because I think you'll like the question.
Okay.
Because I crit and because Calamity is active,
Yes.
does that mean that crit
It's maxed.
is not only max damage, but is then re-rolled because they are all the max number of die, which means all of those explode? That is my question.
Yeah, I think actually that is what it would be.
I am being honest
Yeah,
with
I think
it.
that's actually right, because it would be the
Wow.
first half is max. That's just how we do
Yes.
crits, and you
Yes.
roll the second half. And then what does
Yes.
Calamity do?
Calamity explodes any dice that hits a 6, in this case, because it's a d6.
I mean, yeah, technically speaking, yes.
Okay, so that's 18 and 18, hold on. 18 and 18 is 30.
Justice. We're supposed to say loves eyes. Loves eyes, not loses eyes. Loves eyes. Sorry, I'm typing on a second keyboard with one hand. See?
I hit 50. I hit 52. I am still up.
The wall blows open. Your sister falls out of it. She is wounded. She's kind of like flayed from like the navel down to like the hips from it like peeling, and she's trying to crawl out of it, but she's still alive.
That is...
We are out of combat besides one problem.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna work on that next.
The turn counter's gone. GF is walking his way out the front. I have a scene for him at the end as we close out, which would be great. But I would like to know what we're doing the sphere.
I truly thought you were just gonna say GF just walks into the sphere without paying attention and is done. That is truly what I thought was about to come out of your mouth.
Fuck your character, Frankhouse.
JF just checking his notebook as he's walking and not looking up.
Did my job. The tax collection is 20 steel. Oh, Jesus! Whoa! But no, what are we doing about that? She's laying on the ground. You're wounded severely. Hagen is fine. There's a man animating knights. It's only the old one, but it is now under your control.
I'm gonna moment to think to knock a potion back for myself.
We do have a DF heal. You can just heal yourself.
Oh, well, I'll just do that then.
I mean, we're out of rounds. I'm fine with you just using a DF heal.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm back up to full. Thanks God for that one.
I need percentiles from the audience because a DF heal was played.
Yes,
we'll use Bear the Crusaders.
Let's hope that you get higher than a 52 so I can be full hit points. But...
No, it has nothing to do with hit points. You're just fully healed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so if my...
Holy
okay,
shit.
got it.
Nice.
You're fully healed with DF heal guard.
Jeez.
DF harm's just as bad. It does like 100 points of damage, I believe.
Yeah.
So while the audience rolls percentiles for me, we'll see what goes with that. I need to know, like, we're out of combat. What is the group gonna do as a whole? Like, GF walks out, you're healing, you summoned a knight. Do you look back into the castle? Are we moving into the alley to talk? Because I need to know what's gonna happen before I bring that thing out of the other room.
I'm using my movement and stuff, and I'll make all the checks, but I need the thing back in the box.
Moxie,
Before
you gain a piety.
I gain a... Yeah, let's go. Thanks.
It's under 10%, so you gain a piety.
Sweet.
So where are we going?
And that's piety points, right? Is that my third?
It's your third.
I get a new thing.
You will get a new thing.
Yes. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, my checks are gonna have to be to get that thing back in the box.
Okay.
Because if someone sees it, that knows it.
Anyone can try to do it. Hagen, that means that you also could try to move the sphere if you would like.
You've seen me use it, so you know what it is.
GF, you could do it too if you really want it. No, I'm just kidding. It's a beautiful black eye. It's also a foot wide. Nope, he's deucing out. Okay, he's deucing
like,
out.
Nope. No, I'm okay. I think so.
All right.
Does my character see this this orb now?
If you get up and move from where you were, if you're here, you could see it. If you are looking down the alleyway with your undead knight that you just resummoned.
So my character is going to freak out at this thing. It is not a purposeful resurrection. It was something is wrong.
Dead.
Something is not right.
Yes, correct.
So my character is like backing away on his butt, like in the mud.
Okay.
And
to
then
the corner?
looks over. Yeah, and looks over and sees this orb of darkness. And I look over and I see my undead minion essentially.
And it's kneeling. It reforms, the armor forms as well, and it's kneeling in position, head down as it picks the banner up with the rose and puts it in place. It has its sword, in its hand, but it is kneeling in front of you.
I look at him, I look at it, and I say, "Not again. Not ever again." And I point towards the dark sphere.
You're
Oh, you're sending it to it?
I'm going to send it into the sphere.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
It starts walking by the group because it has to listen to you, so. And it walks into the sphere, and you see as it sucks this stone skeleton and armor into the sphere and is gone.
I start looking around for like cloth or something that I can wrap around my
banner.
hand.
There's a banner left of the rose.
I'm gonna take that banner, rip it off, and wrap it around my skeletal hand.
I need the rolls from Everin, because as we close out the show, I need to know the rolls from Everin. Is Justice is typing at his bullet time of just angry keys. It sounds like he's playing Street Fighter.
Got a mechanical keyboard. Sorry.
Yeah, it's mechanical, all right.
I have a typewriter keyboard, so it's also.
If you're here, you would be the first to see a man walk out in solid black armor.
Yep. I will turn and just draw, like, slowly, dramatically draw my sword. And just stare, like, in fear.
Okay. And Everin, I need your first roll.
Remind me what I'm adding to this again.
Just your intelligence bonus.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You don't know enough about it to get anything other than that. That's why it is so difficult. You can walk up and try to box it, but I mean, you're going to take damage. And you could die from it.
Do
I
think you might need
the distance enough. So I moved my 30 feet. I can move it 20 feet at a time.
Correct.
The first one I got a 23.
That's enough to put it in the box.
Because I got in at 20.
That's
enough to put it in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, then I'm done.
Okay. As you recapsule it in the box, as it pulls in, you see the chaos as the camera kind of pans past you of just the decimation that has happened out here. Because you rolled a 10% for just a moment, there's a glimpse of that man in the tortoise shell of stained glass. And as you close the box, it disappears. The camera spins around 180 quickly, almost like it's on a pivot in the center of this chaos, and looks straight back through the alley, past the knight that you guys just fought, as a black knight starts walking out the gate, the same direction that GF went. He makes no eye contact with you.
Nope.
Yeah, you're already bouncing. I know you're like, I'm going out the gate. Fuck
like,
this place.
My character
hell out of Dodge.
is frozen in fear.
Do you know who it is?
So, this is where I was going to ask you, is there was something that took my body over recently that served a certain someone. I feel like I don't specifically know who this is, but I know what they're capable of.
Okay.
And Durson just doesn't move. Like sword halfway out of scabbard, shaking like a leaf.
All right. If you are doing that to close our show, I only need to know if Everin or Hagen, it is their choice, even see him. GF's going to. I just need to know if Hagen and Everin see him as he walks out.
Where is he coming out from?
The castle.
Just like the main door that I blew up.
Yep.
Okay.
Walks right by the note, doesn't pull the note out of the door. It wasn't for him.
You're telling me he didn't stop and read it?
No? Yeah, he's like, oh, what is this
Message
random
delivered,
piece of
but
fucking
really,
paper?
who
He does
gives
not
a
care
shit
at
about the
all.
message?
No one's gonna notice it. It's a random piece of paper on a broken door. GF's like, I'm out. I did my job. Bye. So if they don't find it, it's on them. You should have looked harder.
But that's not the intended recipient, so JF will charge like an extra $6 for you to get the mail.
Exactly.
Oh God.
Yeah, I had to deliver it through an intermediary, so price goes up.
No.
Pay the
I
wrong
think it only
postage, sucker.
makes. Yeah, that was fun. I think it only makes sense that Everin sees, because she's farther out than Hagen and Ellison are. She would have to turn around to walk back to them.
I mean, you just
after
close the
boxing
box.
the
Like, it's
door.
up to you if you're staring at what you believe to have been a
Oh,
symbol
okay,
of your
well,
deity.
yeah, then
That's
I'm
up
gonna
to you.
Okay, if that's all happening at once, then yeah, I'm
All at
probably having my moment with my god, being like, "Hey, what's up? Thanks for the assist."
Hagen, are you paying attention to the orb being put away, or are you looking back at the knight who's crawling on his ass away from everything? What would Hagen be paying attention to?
Would this be like a passive perception, or would I roll perception?
It's a
'Cause I
choice.
just roll-
It's not hidden. It's just which way are you facing right now. It's up to you.
I feel like I would be concerned with the ball.
All right.
Yeah,
And
I rolled shit for perception anyway.
the sister is sitting on the ground, watching as the chaos ensues. She does look back. Dan, you do see as he drags the scepter across the ground, hands crawl out of the ground. As he starts dragging, it's almost like a leash to these creatures as he pulls dead out of the ground and drags them with him out of the gate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 20 knights get pulled out of the ground towards the exit. It is loud. There's purple fire in the area. The fire goes all the way to about the break here. It's touching you but not hurting you. Your hand does blaze more. I mean, because it's within the flame. As he makes his way out with a new set of knights. As the camera pans back over top of the smoking pile in Kalaman, from not only the blood washing out, but him releasing something from below. The destruction as people are slowly moving their way, I should say slow, quickly moving towards the city to the just orb of destruction that has just destroyed stuff. But it was behind castle walls. And I will say, all the witnesses are dead. The only people who know the chaos that was rained down are the ones inside the walls right now. Because remember, the castle is empty. The camera pans past all of you to the hole in the floor, looking down. The knights lay in their crypts, do not follow him, and go back to rest. Kaylana's body is dead in the middle of the floor. A hole in her chest and purple flames burning her from the inside out. Outside of the city, Jev, I know you said you leave. Fuck this, I'm noping. Would you are you the guy who'd stand outside the castle wall like Jay and Silent Bob, light your fucking pipe and start smoking, deciding what you're going to do? Where would GF go before Soth and his 20 new soldiers show up?
Well, that's definitely not a situation I want to be a part of.
Do you bounce? Do you leave? You know what? I'm gonna make this even easier for you. I will give you an easy 100% choice. I'm gonna give you the map of the area we're in, and I just want to know the direction that you go, or if you have another job you're doing, because I need to know where he ends up. Yes, that is a flooded northern waste, Dan. I will tell you about that after the show. This is Kalaman.
Boy.
This is the city that burned that it started. And there have been rumors that the northern waste have been hit by basically like a tsunami from the ocean.
Well,
what direction would you go? John Wayne yourself. Where would you go?
He's gonna stand there at the edge of the destruction, take a look, pick up a piece of burning timber and light his pipe, so that the pipe lights his face from the underside with the flames going on the outside, and he's gonna look and he's gonna go, nope. Nah. And he's gonna go and head east out of the city.
Okay.
There's some woods around there. He knows some folks. He's gonna go and attempt to find another job.
I was gonna ask you that next. Would steel is like gold in this set piece? Would 100 steel get you to work for a different group outside of Kalaman instead of Kalaman?
Yeah.
Would you
if there was
sell
100 steel,
all of the information that you know?
Yeah, I delivered the message. That contract is complete. I didn't sign a non-compete.
There is a robed individual, scales on their face, saying then, if 100 steel will buy you, welcome to the army. I'll take you to the tent. I need to know everything you know about Kalaman. Takesis needs to know.
You pay me a quarter up front, we're golden.
And he puts a bag in your hand of steel and walks you into a tent of black and red. I'll say you're a couple days out from Kalamon, because that's roughly where the Red Dragon Army is right now to the east. All right, well, that means I will have bonuses for the fight.
After that 25.
Bonuses to Red Dragon Army.
That was the last we heard of Gio.
Army. I mean, or he shows up again working for the other army. Look, man, a man for hire is a man for hire. With that said, Everin, Hagen, do you flee the scene of the crime? I mean, of the destruction.
Probably not a good look for us to be at the origin point of this.
Especially with
problem.
Tara not being here to vouch for us. Selira has already gone missing. I don't think Hagen and Everin being somewhere where all this has happened is maybe the best.
Hagen changes back. It's like when the camera's on Everin, you hear the sound, the distinct sound of him transforming, but he's not on camera, so they don't have to spend the special effects budget.
Got the budget.
Does Durston stay? With everything they just saw and the knowledge that Durston has, do they stay? Or do
Durston, with his sword still half out of that tabard, or out of the scabbard, bolsters himself, grips the leather so tight you can hear it like crunching under his hands, pulls it completely out of the scabbard, and walks through the flames that were left behind and follows along wherever this person was going.
With the Black Knight goes, you're following the knight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To join or to follow?
To follow.
Okay. Wow, okay, all right. Follows knight. With that, the camera would pull all the way up out of the city, showing Ansalon. To the far west, the Red Dragon Army is moving in as you see the Kalamon soldiers flee the battle scene, moving back to Kalamon, knowing that they are outnumbered to the west. To the east, in the Estwild, there are tents that have popped up along the river, with Giev walking into one of them to sell their information on what they know from the west and from Kalamon and from Vagler. To the north, you see Asoth and his men, the Black Knight, move towards the northern waste, walk into the waters. Down below, as the camera follows him walking along this new bed, this ocean bed from the flood, seeking out something. And not far behind them is the knight in trail. Do you follow them into the water? Does the camera see you follow, or do you stop on the edge of this? As we end for the night and pick up for chapter 5 next week.
I feel like Durston again would stop. Seeing that they continue on, will turn back towards Kalamon and turn back to... I feel like he would literally have flashes of that red room. Just absolute flashes of the battle of combat and everything that was going on, and just blood slinging everywhere. He'll shake his head. He'll look back over and see them like walking out the other side of the river. Place his sword in his scabbard, and then cross the river.
With the dedication of going through, and you start trekking after them, it is going to be a long haul for him. The last choice for the knight is, does he give in to the cataclysmic fires that he has, or do you continue to fight them before they see you again? In chapter 5. Actually, just send me a message.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just send me a message. Because, man, if you are one of them when they see you. That will be it for the night. Thank you to our 2 guest stars for joining us. I was really hoping that you would have went in and dealt with Soth, and I could have wiped the party. Because they talk about him leaving the castle, and I was like, oh, I can do this. And Giev for playing what may be the least spoken yet memorable character. Nope. The Wall of Nope. He is now the Wall of Nope. That is a running joke within. Do either one of our guests have anything going on? Dan, Justice, I know Dan's still streaming. Justice, I don't know if you're streaming anymore.
No, not a thing.
Nothing? Just convention life for you?
Yep, getting moved, getting settled. I haven't really played any games in a while. So.
Well, you got to play a smoking Wall of Nope.
Yep.
Just a total smoke show.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Nope. I'll be at UK Games Expo next week. So
that's cool.
You know, whoever, if anybody's around. Oh, and then the week after that, I'm going to the World Beard and Mustache Championship. So.
Hell yeah.
In Germany, so that's not really
that's
like
awesome.
Related to anything, but
I mean, I don't know. I have a beard, you have a beard. It's related.
Yeah,
beards are
so
related.
you know.
They're like
keep an eye on the gram. I'll be posting some pictures there.
All right.
Dan, what about you? I know you're a busy man.
Yeah, I've got a lot of crap. I got a lot of stuff. So basically, a lot of behind the scenes stuff I produce for a lot of shows. Working with Hero Forge currently. We are doing a collaboration with Transplanar RPG. And we are also recording some other kind of secret squirrel stuff. So you can kind of keep an eye out for that coming out. But on the front of what I'm actually doing for myself, I'm currently running a crowdfunder, a crowdfunded actual play called Beyond the Mountain Shadow, which is the One Ring actual play.
Oh, nice.
But it's an all-fem cast, and it is going to be it's going to take place in Rivendell. Everybody's going to be playing elves. It's a story that takes place before the Lord of the Rings, but after the Hobbit. And it's just
Less
it's going to be a really
singing.
good time.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is with the crowdfunding, you get a lot of incentives and stuff like that when you donate. So there's an incentive to donate. Yeah, I do have a link. It is right here in this. I can also put it in.
You drop in Discord if it won't let you put it there. It may not let you.
Okay.
But I will drop
Discord
it and put it. I'll put it in our description as well for you.
Sure. So again, like I said, it's a One Ring actual play that I am producing for. So I'll be producing the show. And it's going to be a pre-recorded show, going to have some really awesome people on it. Again, if you go to the link that you'll see in the description and all that stuff, you'll see the full cast. And yeah, we're just, like I said, this is one of those things where we're trying to raise funds before we actually film. That way we can pay the creators and the actors and everything like that before we actually get going and do the thing, instead of promising, oh, we'll get the money, or coming out of pocket and doing that. But anyways, it's good stuff.
You running the
really
5e
awesome
or
story.
you running the original?
No, we're running the
Free
One
League?
Ring 2e. Yeah, by Free League.
Nice. I played that a few times. It is a look. There's a system where the GM gets points to do stuff. It just makes me happy.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. Hagen, I'm gonna say Hagen. Todd, Moxie, do you guys have anything going on over the next couple of weeks here?
Lot. Tomorrow I have Root at 9 p.m. We started a government coup in episode 1. We'll see how that goes.
Sounds like this show.
Thursday I'm over on Homebrewery. We're making like a template on how to learn games quickly for game designers, since it is a game design show. On Friday, I am in a game of Siren Squad over on FGP for their special Mermaid one-shot month. Not next week, but the week after is part 1 of the Muppets finale. I'll have Root again next week and a million other things. The show that I'm doing production on right now is announced in the first episode of the 2-part Muppet finale.
Oh, cool.
So that's super exciting. And then I'm in the middle of writing 3 different games, and they'll come out as they get finished.
Sounds like the Moxie I know. Todd, any new shirts or anything from you?
Nothing new. I'm not streaming besides this show. I am not doing anything for a noble cause. I am not crossing oceans, but I do have a few small wares for sale.
I mean, the poly
throw in
shirt
the
is
chat, I
amazing.
I need the I Casa Hedonist shirt more than I need a lot of
Hedonist
things.
Shirt, yes. Well, everybody wave by in the background.
Go to my store.
Go to your store. I have your store in link, actually.
Nice.
There we go. Everyone go to the lovely wait in the background. Wave by. I'm going to take us to our Dragonlance minute here. Thank you for our guest stars joining us in this chaotic episode. This episode that did more bad than good, which makes me happy.
Excellent. That's what we strive for.
Just a wall of nope. Wall of nope and smoke. All right, I'll be with all you in the background in just a minute. So, have you ever wondered what happens when you bring two guest stars on and you only tell one of them the plan and don't tell the other one and just see how it would go? That was tonight's plan. I knew Dan had played Dragonlance and is running it privately, and I gave him a character that is pivotal to the set piece. And I gave Justice a character that I figured looked like Justice if his head was shaved. He happens to smoke pipes now. I didn't know that, but this character is a mercenary for bandits. That is literally what Jeff is. And he played it to a point that I didn't expect, which is a wall of nope with smoke. And he is now working for the Red Dragon Army, which means now I have bonuses to all my rolls for the Red Dragon Army. That makes me very excited to screw over Drew next time he's in combat. Anytime Drew's on the show and we can make his life hard, it makes everybody happy. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you want to watch more of these Dragonlance episodes, this is episode 21. You can find a bunch of stuff over here, right where you see this 100% funded sign. That is not for me. That is for Cobalt Press. We funded this morning for Tales of the Valiant. I'm super excited to be a part of that. It's exploded and we were prepared, but I don't think we were mentally prepared. And then on this side, there'll be a button you can click to subscribe. If you click the bell, turn all of them on, or when we go live for our live shows, you don't get warning because YouTube, hates us. They don't like that stuff. But if you click all, you'll get them. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the Stream Loot cards that were purchased. Thank you to my guest stars for not killing my players outright, but only fighting each other like brothers do. We'll see you guys next week for the last 2 episodes of the month and the beginning of Chapter 5. Monday, I'm sorry. You have whites coming to see you. See you next week.